What's that for?
Boards production? Maybe. How far can you throw back? It's win or go home for the Bourne Braves tonight. Welcome into pregame Tomahawk Talk. I'm Ariel Tamir-Pinsky, joined by Adam Gotkin and Devon, Jarvis. It's game 2 of playoffs here at McKeon Park. The Braves fell just short last night to the Hyannis Harbor Hawks, 3-1. Talk to me about the pitching matchup tonight. What are we going to see?
Folger Boaz on the mound for the Bourne Braves. He's been a solid starter for the Bourne Braves, but in today's game, you're looking for something a little bit more than he's shown in recent games. Went one of his longest innings last time, but it's just been a little bit slow to start. A lot of high pitch count, getting out early. He needs to keep these innings efficient, especially against a Hyannis team that hit pretty well yesterday. On the other side, Max Stamel pitching for Hyannis. He's one of their best arms. It was a tough day for Bourne yesterday against Carson Yassa. You couldn't get through him fast. This Bourne team had an even worse outing against Max Stamel last time, or rather 2 times ago here at McKeon Park in the 12-0 loss that Hyannis handed to the Bourne Braves. Stamel went 5 innings in that one, scoreless, only 1 walk and 4 strikeouts. He looked really good. Bourne's going to have to get through him fast and see this Hyannis bullpen that showed some of their better arms yesterday. Hyannis as a team have the worst team ERA from their bullpen this season. You want to see more of those arms sooner in the game today, and you're going to have a lot better of an offensive day for Bourne than you saw yesterday.
Well, we fell just short last night. Adam, what did you see from that Hyannis team that made them successful?
The real big thing was that they had some guys who you maybe wouldn't have expected step up and deliver big hits. You look at Jace Doby and Charlie Bates, 2 guys who hit under 200 in the regular season. Both had multi-hit games. Doby went 3 for 4 in the number 2 hole. So, it's those guys that can really make the difference in the playoffs. For Bourne, you're looking for some of those guys in the bottom of the order who maybe didn't do the best in the regular season to really step up today, especially with some of your big bats out of the lineup and towards the bottom of the order. You really need the other guys to step up and show up today.
Well, I talked about it earlier with Lyle, but we have 2 suspensions tonight. Braden Holcomb and Cade Lewis will not be playing for the Braves. But Jason Torres and Mark Cotrani are in this lineup tonight. We didn't see them play last night against Hyannis.
We see them fill in positions that we've seen them before. Ryan Cooney slots over from second base to third base. Gavin Kelly hit balls into the outfield that nearly were home runs, but kind of held up by the wind. There's a lot of wind today, so maybe similar results if the balls are released too high on a launch angle off Cotrani's bat. But nevertheless, Cotrani was showing some solid stuff. He's been a really solid player for Bourne this season. And as far as Torres goes, he's been a really decent defensive first baseman for the Bourne Braves this summer. You're hoping he can step up a little bit more on offense, sitting right now in the mid-100s.
Well, game 2 at McKeon Park tonight will be at 6 p.m. Continuing with pregame coverage, I'm now joined by Lyle Alenstein. Lyle, after last night's brawl at the end of the game, there's 3 suspensions here tonight.
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday post-game that we didn't know the ramifications of it, but now we do. Bourne was going to be out with Braden Holcomb and Cade Lewis, 2 guys that have been here this whole summer. Braden Holcomb was here last year, the whole summer as well. So 2 really key losses, key contributors. Braden Holcomb has been probably the hottest bat over this last month of the season, so a couple of blows there. And Hyannis will be out with their catcher, Brody Briggs from Arizona State, who, just like Cade Lewis and Braden Holcomb, has been a key contributor for them for most of the season.
If you had a key player to watch on this Hyannis team, who would it be?
It's got to be Dayton LaChance. The past 2 games before the playoffs, he was 7 for his last 7 against the Braves, and yesterday went 0 for 2 to start, but then he had that 2-run double. This guy has had the Braves number the last couple of times out and make the transfers, going from JUCO to Oklahoma, but this time he's actually going to be behind the plate with Briggs being suspended. But Hyannis is actually 0-5-1 in games that he's been behind the plate. So, something to look out for. Obviously, it's playoffs, anything can happen, but something to note today.
Well, thanks for joining me. First pitch will be at 6 p.m. here from McKeon Park. Ariel Tamir-Pinsky now joined by John LaGrande from St. John's. John, you guys fell short last night, 3-1. What needs to change from yesterday going into today?
Just eliminating the small stuff, smarter ABs, just pounding the zone, less walks.
There was some tension on the field after last night. How do you guys keep your composure today and just focus on playing your game?
Just leave yesterday as it is, as yesterday, and just move on from it. Just move on to the next day and worry about the now. That's it. So, yeah.
Thanks. Good luck tonight.
All right. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Over the past 4 seasons, we've lived in a Cape League baseball era dominated by Scott Landers and the Bourne Braves. 2 Cape League championships, 4 Cape League championship appearances, and this season, another West Division I seed. But right now, the Braves are on the ropes. The Hyannis Harborhawks took Game 1 of the West Division semifinals and are one way of punching their ticket to the West Division Championship. A Bourne Braves team that has had their number over the last couple seasons are now looking to avoid elimination here at McKeon Park, and we welcome you to Hyannis, Massachusetts. Devon Jarvis alongside Adam Gotkin for today's presentation of Cape League Baseball, Bourne Braves and Hyannis Harborhawks on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV. Well, Adam, laid it out right there. Yesterday's game did not go ideally for the Bourne Braves.
No, it really didn't. And the big thing is you look at the offense, they put up just 1 run. If you want to win playoff baseball games, you have to put up more than 1 run. It's as simple as that. The Braves just were not good enough with runners in scoring position. 0 for 9 last night, and a big surprise after they hit 265 with runners in scoring position in the regular season. This is a Braves offense that was near the top of the league from start to end. They have to show up today or else this could be it.
It was a dramatic end to the game. You can't go with talking about this game without mentioning it, Adam. 2 suspensions going into this one. We will not see Cade Lewis or Braden Holcomb for today's game, and we will not see Brody Briggs on the other side. Not the way anyone wanted to end it, but you have to mention it. Those absences really huge for Bourne. They're going to have to wait to fight through that adversity.
Yeah, you know, it hurts to lose 2 of your best players. There's no doubt that Braden Holcomb and Cade Lewis are 2 of this team's leaders, but at the end of the day, baseball is a sport where if emotions are high, that's not a good thing. You have to be even-keeled. You have to treat every game the same, and that's the talk in this Bourne team. That's the talk from the coaching staff, that just treat this as any regular game, put yesterday behind you, and focus on today. The 9 guys in the lineup today are your 9 players. It's a group that Scott Landers trusts, and they just got to go out there and perform. You can't think about the guys not available today. All the focus has to be on the 9 guys in the starting lineup.
Yesterday, it was a phenomenal pitching performance from the Hyannis Harborhawks. From top to bottom, their starter, Carson Yassa, began the day with 4 2/3 innings and just 2 hits and no earned runs. Their relievers after that also kept the Braves lineup to a minimum. We mentioned that offense in the pregame, Adam. We mentioned about how crucial that's going to be. But you look historically this season with the Braves, when they've had one game, it's usually come in bunches and not ones. How do you eliminate that pattern and go into today hopefully bringing a lot more offense than you did yesterday?
Well, it's all about starting off strong. You have to do really good against the Hyannis starter, Max Stammel. And it's going to be tough because he has been one of the better pitchers in the league this year. An ERA just above 3. He was excellent when he faced Bourne just about 10 days ago. And you got to get to him early and get to this Hyannis bullpen that was the worst in the league during the regular season. Now it's a Harborhawks bullpen that was excellent yesterday, but they did use a lot of those top arms, so maybe won't have the same amount of guys available today. That could help out the Braves, but at the end of the day, they got to get Stammel out of the game early and get to that bullpen if they want to have a chance.
Max Stammel last time out against the Bourne Braves pitched 5 full innings, allowed just 4 hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, and 4 Ks. This Hyannis team blanked the Bourne Braves in that one, run ruling them 12-0. The starter for the Bourne Braves, however, is Folger Boaz. We've seen a lot of good from Folger Boaz this season, but you're hoping for just a little bit more efficiency today, Adam.
Yeah, you need him to get deep into this game because this is a point of the season where you also have to realize that your bullpen is not the greatest either. No one's bullpen is that strong right now, and if your starter goes out of the game quickly, then things are going to be tough. And the big thing today is that Folger Boaz is efficient early on and throws strikes.
Well, we'll step aside now for the national anthem at McKeon Park and be back on the other side with your starting lineups and first pitch.
Oh, say, can you sing by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight saviors that star-spangled banner yet waving for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
The Cape Cod Baseball League is delighted to welcome Reader's Hardwood Supply as the presenting sponsor of the 2025 Cape League playoffs. As a local, family-run business with deep roots on Cape Cod, Reader's Hardwood Supply brings its commitment to craftsmanship and community to the most exciting aspect of the summer baseball season. Thank you to Jim and Paula Reader for their continued support of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Well, Adam, why don't you get those starting lineups out of the way for us here at McKeon Park?
Starting things off, Gavin Kelly is back in the leadoff spot. He is playing second base today. In the 2-hole, Ryan Cooney, he slots all the way up after being the number 8 guy in the order yesterday. And he's also playing third base, a spot that he has barely been in this season. For Gavin Kelly, for Ryan Cooney, this is just his third game all summer at the hot corner. Batting third is the left fielder Cal Sefcik. In the cleanup spot is the designated hitter Luke Costello. Batting fifth for the Braves is the right fielder Sebastian Mexico. In the number 6 spot, catching is Mark Quattrani. He had the day off yesterday, as did the number 7 hitter and first baseman Jason Torres. They're the only 2 guys who did not play yesterday and are in the lineup today. The number 8 hitter is the center fielder John LeGrande. And to round out the starting lineup, Riker Waite moves all the way down to the 9-hole, and he plays shortstop. For the Hyannis Harbor Hawks, it's a very similar lineup to last night. 8 of the 9 guys stay the same. Owen Prince is leading off once again and playing in center field. In the number 2 spot is the first baseman, Jay Stobie. Batting third is the second baseman, Ryan McKay. The cleanup spot is the designated hitter, Gabe Camacho. Batting fifth is the catcher, Dayton LaChance. That's the same first 5 in the order as it was yesterday for the Harbor Hawks. Batting sixth, the one guy who did not play yesterday for Hyannis and is in the lineup, is the left fielder Jeff Luigi, and that's a big addition for this Harbor Hawks team. Luigi hit .288 in the regular season and led Hyannis with 16 RBIs. Batting seventh is the shortstop Charlie Bates. He had a big 2-for-4 performance last night after hitting sub-200 in the regular season. Batting eighth is the right fielder Devon Mitchell, and Jake Schaffner rounds out the starting lineup, batting ninth and playing third base. Max Stammel gets the start out of Virginia. The lefty will get things going for Hyannis out on the mound.
Max Stammel works with a 3-pitch mix, fastball, changeup, slider. He's been spectacular for Hyannis this season and is arguably their best starter. Bourne seeing some really tough starting pitching in those first 2 games. Once again, that Bourne lineup quickly from top to bottom goes Kelly, Cooney, Sefcik, Costello, Mexico, Quattrani, Torres, LeGrande, Waite. That defensive alignment for you from the Hyannis Harbor Hawks starts in the infield with Jake Schaffner playing third base, Charlie Bates playing shortstop, Ryan McKay playing second base, and Jace Doby, the first baseman for the Harbor Hawks. The outfield from left to right goes Jeff Luigi, Owen Prince, and Devon Mitchell. Behind the dish, catching for the pitcher in Stammel is Dayton LaChance. LaChance has thrown out 14% of stolen runners this season, but Hyannis has yet to win a game with him as their starting catcher. An interesting story as we follow this one. Hyannis really in a must-win situation. You don't want to go back to Dorn Park with a winner-take-all game in front of that big crowd. Well, let's get going. Stammel on the mound. The lefty pitcher faces first off against a righty batter in Gavin Kelly, now in his 4th game at the top of the order, and the opening batter for Bourne. The first pitch of the ball game is just outside from Stammel. Stammel, the Duke pitcher, stands at 6'3", 200 pounds. Has had just a 3.1 ERA this season and a 1.18 whip. The 1-0 pitch is a fastball swung and cracked to center field. That sends the center fielder and Prince way back, just barely makes the collection before the wall at the warning track. A lot of hard contact at the start for Gavin Kelly. That's one down here in the first inning.
That looks really good off the bat, but it's going to be really hard for anything to get out of the park today. Wind's not blowing too hard right now, but it is getting up towards 10 miles an hour. Gusts even up towards 20, and it's blowing straight in from center field.
Ryan Cooney now the new batter, also a right-hander. Stammer took down the first one with just 2 pitches. The umpires around the diamond today start with Mike Hinojosa behind home plate. Sam Finn at first base, and Marvick Gomez at third. Two of the three same umpires we had in yesterday's game between Hinojosa and Finn. It was Rick Force instead of Marvick Gomez. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Stammel has his pitch. He works out of the stretch. The Blue Devil pitcher delivers. Pitch misses just outside. Two balls, 1 strike. Looks in against Cooney. Here's the 2-1. Cracked up the middle. This could be tough to field. Bates to his left. Grabs it sidearm to first as he's just by the second base bag and makes the play. 2 hard hit balls, 2 tough plays that the Bourne Braves have showed against this Hyannis defense to begin. But that defense, who's tied 8th in errors this regular season and almost dead last, tied 8th in double plays this season, showing some strong defensive ability to begin.
Yeah, 2 good plays by the center fielder Prince, by the shortstop Bates. Good contact, though, from the Braves. It's a good sign early on.
Cal Sefcik, he swings and fouls the first one off against Stammel. Sefcik batted .400 in the regular season. Only 16 games there, now in his 18th game today. He stands on the right side. 3 righty batters to begin for Bourne. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Just finds the bottom part of the zone.
You look at Stammel and what he's done recently. He hasn't gone above 70 pitches in each of his last 2 starts. Now the question is that because they're trying to save him for the playoffs, or he just can't do it?
The 0-2 is in the dirt.
This is going to be big for him if he can have quick innings today. Got those first 2 outs very, very fast.
Hyannis thinking about the big game down the line, West Division Championship and Cape League Championship. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. About as good of an inning as you could get for Max Stammel to start with the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. They lead, or rather it's 0-0 as we take things to the bottom of the first inning here on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV.
We're offering 0% for 60 months on CAT's new lineup of compact track loaders. That's 0% for machines that have been redesigned from the ground up. 0% for new features and big comfort.
Nice cab, heated seat, great machine.
0% for more power and performance.
Picked up a big 4,000-pound block like it was nothing.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's 0 time left.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
It hasn't been bigger than this for the Bourne Braves all season long. Bottom of the first inning, the score 0-0. Bourne put up the minimum with their batters, and now Folger Boaz for the first time gets the ball and takes the mound for the Bourne Braves. This Hyannis lineup begins with Owen Prince. Defensively, the Bourne Braves are lined up as follows. In the infield, Ryan Cooney, Riker Waite, Gavin Kelly, and Jason Torres from left to right. It's Sefcik, LaGrande, and Mexico in the outfield that same way, and Mark Quitrani catching for the UNC hurler in Folger Boaz. Lefty on lefty matchup to start. Owen Prince in his 17th game this year. Fastball just misses off the outside edge of the plate for Bourne, and they really need to have the pitching go strong today. The offense wasn't there for Bourne yesterday. You're hoping they can step that up, but it all starts with your starter, of course. 1-0 just misses again on the fastball from Boaz. He is a 3-pitch mix, fastball, changeup, slider. Out of UNC, he's pitched 20 1/3 inning going into this game, has had a 5.75 ERA with a whip just over 2. Finally finds the zone with a strike, just barely on the inside edge, a fastball.
Control is everything for Boaz. That's where he struggled this year. Last outing, it was 47 strikes and 34 balls.
Crosses the plate with his 4th pitch of the at-bat. 2-2 the count with no outs in the first inning. Prince at the plate, bat 212 for the Harbor Hawks. Yesterday went 1 for 4 with a run scored and a walk. Also had a strikeout. Into the wind is Boaz, the 2-2. Just misses low. He has a full count to start. This is not an unfamiliar scenario for Boaz this season. Has had a lot of high pitch at-bats, and you really would like him to be just a little bit more efficient today, go lengthy into the game. 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. A full count strikeout for Owen Prince, and Bourne start off perfect.
Boaz really brought the heat there. 93-mile-an-hour fastball upstairs. That's near the highest velocity pitch that we've seen all season from him.
We're lined up on field level just down the third base line if it were to continue into the backstop, and the Bourne Braves have brought all the might with their fans. Chase Doby now at the plate takes the first pitch for a ball. That's something that makes the Braves so special. It's one of the big reasons they've won championships over the last 3 years is because of that traveling crowd. They make an away game feel like it's home. The 1-0, fastball misses low, rather just barely catches the bottom edge of the zone. A lot of heaters to start for Fulger Boaz to begin, Adam.
Yeah, he's going fastball heavy here, and at this point he just needs to throw strikes, and it seems like that's the pitch he can control.
The 1-1, finally an off-speed, and it's in the zone. Slider dead center. Chase Doby at the plate went down with 13 strikeouts in the regular season, but had a great game yesterday. 3 for 4 with an RBI. The 1-2 pitch, protects swing to the right side. It's foul. The Braves have made it to 4 consecutive Cape League championships. En route to each of those, they've beaten the Hyannis Harbor Hawks, including last season in the first round where Hyannis was the 1 seed and Bourne the 4 seed. The 1-2, slider misses outside, and the count squares up with 2s. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, and no one on in the bottom of the first inning here at McKeon Park. 0-0 the score. And the pitch, foul to the right side. Some changes defensively. It's Sebastian Mexico in right field now, or rather in center field. In right field, Luke Costello and John LeGrande has become the designated hitter. Originally LeGrande the center fielder, Mexico the right fielder, and Costello the DH. The 2-2, just inside. Hips move from Doby to dodge it, and the count runs full on back-to-back at-bats.
Not a big surprise to see that change in the outfield. LeGrande just twisted his ankle last game in center field, so you don't want to make him run too much.
The full count pitch misses outside. It's the first base runner on in today's ball game. Bottom of the first inning, and it's Doby who draws a walk. Did not do that yesterday and did it only 7 times in the regular season. 1 out, and now Ryan McKay comes up to bat. McKay was the best batter for Hyannis all regular season long. Kept them in a lot of games, led the team with games played, batting average, hits, and doubles. Also had 8 stolen bases and led the team there. The lefty batter digs in with an open stance to the back of the batter's box. Out of the stretch, Boaz now works. His first pitch is a fastball that misses outside.
If you're Bourne, you can't do the same thing that you did yesterday, putting Hyannis runners in scoring position early in the game. Harbor Hawks stranded 2-1 in the first, the bases loaded in the second. If you give them a chance again, then they'll make you pay.
The 1-0, a slider cracked to the right side. It might get through. Second baseman and Kelly makes the grab. He throws towards second as the rounding Doby just shuffles back in. And it's safe on both first and second. No play for McKay, 90 feet away from home. And just like that, runners on 1 and 2 on the gap ball by the second baseman.
Really good job there by Gavin Kelly to bring that in. If that gets into right field, then Doby's got a chance to get it all the way to third, and then you could bring him home on a sac fly. But Kelly keeps the runner at second, and now if you're Boaz, you got to lock down here against the cleanup hitter.
In yesterday's game, it was Doby and McKay who both reached base and put runners on 1 and 3. Right now, Gabe Camacho has a chance to give Hyannis the lead. He's at the plate, takes the first pitch for a strike. Only 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. Almost a Exact replica of the first inning for Hyannis offensively last time, except a runner on 2, not 3. Slider on the 0-1, barely misses off the inside edge. And the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Bourne lost yesterday's game 3-1. Hyannis got 2 runs in the top of the 5th inning. That was all they needed to win the ball game. The 1-1, fastball this time crosses above the plate. It's there for a strike at 92 miles per hour from Folger Boas.
Both of Hyannis' runs came from just one swing of the bat by Dayton LaChance.
LaChance playing catcher today, slotting in for Brody Briggs, who is suspended for today's game. The 1-2 pitch, fouled off to the left side. A good protect swing from Gabe Camacho. Camacho went 0 for 4 in yesterday's game. Bat .253 in the regular season with 4 RBIs, a double, and a triple. An open stance for the lefty batter. It's 3 of 4 lefties to start against the lefty pitcher in Folger Boas. He works from the center of the rubber with his teal-blue UNC Tar Heel cleats as a broken bat single is put to left field. Rounding third is Doby. He'll put on the brakes, and the bases are loaded for the Hyannis Harbor Hawks.
Great piece of hitting there from Camacho to send it the other way. Broken bat hit. Was perfectly executed there with runners on first and second to send it the opposite way. And now, if you're Hyannis, you have to capitalize here, and this is the perfect guy at the plate. And Dayton LaChance, he's been a brave killer this summer.
Dayton LaChance has had 4 hits in 2 of the last 3 games he played against the Bourne Braves. Went 1 for 4 yesterday and had 2 RBIs, the game-winning RBIs. First pitch to the righty is a fastball that catches the inside corner of the zone. No balls, 1 strike, and 1 out. On first base, it's Camacho. On second base, McKay. And on third, Doby. McKay on second base has stolen 8 bags this year. He certainly could come home with a ball hit to the outfield. Bourne could end this inning with a double play. The 0-1, it's to the left side. Very high and drops for a single. Hyannis bring one home in Doby, and they have the lead. Another RBI for Dayton LaChance. You could say he's inevitable against the Bourne Braves.
He really is. It's just unbelievable what he's done against Bourne. He hit around 150 against every team not named the Braves in the regular season, yet he was exceptional against Bourne, and he continues that now here into the playoffs. This is not the start that you were hoping for Folger Boas. You got to get out of this soon. Have to limit.
The inning far from over. It was limitation yesterday for Bourne from their pitcher, Matt Shorey, who did a phenomenal job. 5 innings, just 2 runs. Now Jeff Lugie at the plate. The first pitch, he takes for a strike. Lugie led the Hyannis Harbor Hawks in RBIs in the regular season. For a player who is coming in as a substitute, was not in yesterday's lineup, he sure is a good addition. The 0-1 pitch from the lefty in Boas. Also on the inside edge of the plate for strike 2. 92 miles per hour there on the fastball. Lugie, now in his 24th game this season, batted .288 in the regular season. Has 1 out and ducks all around the pond in an 0-2 count. The pitch from Boas, cracked to the left side, picked up by the third baseman Cooney, steps on third, throw to first is there. A 5-3 double play to limit the Hyannis Harbor Hawks to just 1 run in the first inning. Let's take things to the second. The Bourne Braves looking to keep this going, but before that, our sideline reporter Ariel Tamir-Pinsky has more on the starting pitcher, Folger Boas. We'll see her next instead in the next inning. We'll step aside here on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network in Cape League TV and be back in just a moment.
Cape Cod Healthcare, we're committed to excellence and compassion in everything we do, like helping people maintain their active lifestyles. Our innovative orthopedic program combines advanced techniques and leading-edge technology with highly specialized teams, including our nationally recognized Center of Excellence for Joint Replacement. Our focus is getting you back to doing the things you love, in the place you love.
The Center of Excellence and the quality of care that we can deliver makes all the difference to the patients. They understand that they can get the best care right here on Cape Cod.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we know there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. Now that's how we all win. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
There's a zero chance that you'll want to miss our 0% for 72 months offer. For a limited time, CAT is offering 0% on the purchase of many new small excavators. That's 0% for better performance. 0% for next generation features.
Great machine. It's quite impressive.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's zero time left.
Top of the second inning from Hyannis, Massachusetts, here at McKeon Park. It's the Bourne Braves and the Harbor Hawks in Game 2 of the West Division semifinals. Bourne went down 1-2-3 in their first inning, and Hyannis put run on the board. They took the lead. It's now 1-0 as we take things to the second. Heart of the order up for Bourne: Costello, Mexico, and Quattrani. Costello, the right fielder. Now for the Bourne Braves, Mexico, the center fielder, and Quattrani, the catcher. Costello went 0 for 2 yesterday with a walk and a strikeout, and only played in one regular season game for Bourne. He swings and fouls the first pitch back from Stammel. It's an 0-1 count. Costello in his debut with Bourne sent a ball to the right center field gap. It was a double on his first swing. Really set a great first impression. Earlier this summer, spent time with the Amsterdam Mohawks in the PGCBL. The 0-1 he takes, a fastball that misses outside. Only 90 miles per hour for Stammel. Stammel in his last time out against the Bourne Braves saw 3 minimum innings from Bourne. It kept him through the 5th inning. The 1-1, Costello swings and fouls on home plate. It dribbles to the backstop, and a new ball is fetched for the pitcher in Stammel.
He's not a guy who's necessarily going to blow you away with his stuff. It's all about the control. You know, if he can limit hard contact, not throw many mistake pitches, then he's going to have a really good outing. Control already looks to be real good today.
The 0-2, or rather 1-2, just upstairs. Costello out of Wake Forest, bat .290 for the Devon Deacons in his freshman season. He's going back there, going to be a starter and an excellent player in the ACC. The 2-2 he takes in the bottom edge of the zone. It's strikeout number 2 on the day for Stammel, and this Bourne team has been put down perfect so far. 4 up, 4 down.
Just a beautiful pitch there, slider right at the knees, and it just freezes Costello. He went down via the K twice yesterday, and already once today.
Sebastian Mexico now up 0 for 3 in yesterday's game, but in his 4 games with Bourne in the regular season, he hit .300. The first pitch from Stammel rides up and in against the lefty. 2 lefty starting pitchers, and a lefty-lefty matchup here between the Bourne hitter and the Hyannis pitcher. Center fielder out of Louisiana Tech is heading to his senior season next year. The 1-0 pitch just paints the outer edge. Bourne looking for a lot out of him. In recent seasons that Bourne has found so much success, it's these late season additions that have made the big difference. The 1-1 is cracked to the right side, 2 hops and into the glove of McKay, the second baseman. At his chest, he throws toward first and gets the second out.
Stammel's always efficient. Right now he's working at just another level. He averaged about 14 pitches per inning in the regular season. He's not even to 20 yet, and he could potentially get out of the second here. The next couple of pitches. He's at 18 right now, so less than 2, and he can get out of 2 innings with 10 pitches per inning. If he can do that, then that's not a really good sign for Bourne.
Bourne is yet to have a safe runner at first. Mark Quattrani open to be the first one to do it. He's the first one now who steps up for Bourne, who is yet to play in a playoff game. Takes the first pitch high above the zone at 91 miles per hour on the fastball for ball 1. Quattrani was the catcher for Bourne this season alongside Gavin Kelly. It was Kelly who started yesterday's game. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch out of the wind is swung on and missed from Quattrani. Quattrani spent time with 2 different squads this season. Falmouth for the first 10 games, and he spent just 11 more with Bourne. Had 17 total RBIs, multiple home runs. The 1-1, he swings and cracks high to the right side. It's flying nearly out of play. The right fielder chasing after it. Devon Mitchell makes the grab, and it's another 1-2-3 inning for the Bourne Braves and Stammel. A great start for Hyannis, about as good as you could get as we take things to the bottom of the second inning. Bourne looking to shut Hyannis out here, and Folger Boaz on the mound looking for a little bit better of an inning than the first. We'll be right back on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV.
What do you do when you get lonely?
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
One source has it all. The pros' go-to rental choice for the newest and most reliable equipment for any job. One source that has a team you can rely on, the people and a name you trust, with the tools you need. One source with a location near you and wherever the work takes you. Milton Rents, the right equipment when and where you need it.
There hasn't been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to train bat speed. You can improve your bat speed and reach your goals working 10 to 15 minutes a day on this a couple of times a week. It's a no-brainer for every player.
Hyannis showed as many batters in their first inning offensively as Bourne has in the first two, and they have a 1-0 lead here in the second inning. It's 7, 8, 9 in the order for the Harbor Hawks. Charlie Bates, Devon Mitchell, and Jake Schaffner. Boaz on the mound delivers the first pitch. It collects on the outside edge of the zone against the lefty batter in Bates. Bates hit under 200 in the regular season, Adam, but as you mentioned, had a great game yesterday.
It's guys like this who can step up in the playoffs that can bring you on a deep run.
The 0-1 is a fastball again, another strike. 91 miles per hour on the bottom inside corner of the strike zone. No balls and 2 strike the count with no outs and no one on in the bottom of the second inning. Bourne looking to keep this at a reachable distance. 1-0 the score right now as the pitch misses outside that time on the slider. Boaz this season is looking to have his best start all year. In every single game he's pitched, he's allowed at least 1 run. Fastball misses low on the 1-2, rather changeup. Count squared up now with 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bates squares in. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The opening batter down. Same exact start to last inning, but it wasn't good enough in the first, was it, Adam? They're going to have to be a little bit more efficient here and get that second out quick.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Boaz has already thrown 10 more pitches than Stammel, and of course Stammel's got 6 outs. Boaz has just 4. He got the first easily in the first inning. Now needs to get this second one here. Last time 4 reached in a row.
Devon Mitchell, the right fielder out of NC State, takes the first pitch just inside for a ball. He went 0 for 3 with just 1 walk yesterday, hit under 200 in the regular season at 171. Boaz works out of a hybrid wind, deals the 1-0. Ahead of it was Mitchell. He swings and fouls it off way to the left side, his pull side for the righty.
Devin, it feels like we're at a Japanese baseball game right now with all these noisemakers. I mean, my goodness, this is a bit brutal on the ears. Apologies to everyone at home who's listening to this. It is the Bourne fans.
It is the Bourne fans. They're trying to bring it. Artificial noisemakers to increase their maybe smaller crowd side, make it seem like it's bigger. Boaz takes a while on this pitch, the 1-1. A slider misses outside.
I wish they had the boom whacker sticks that they do in unison
I love those.
in Japan.
I love those.
I mean, here it's just shrieking noises from little kids blowing kazoos.
Deep breath and the 2-1 from Boaz. He swings a fastball, and it's driven to right field. This one back at the wall and just hits at the bottom. Warning track, it's picked up by the center fielder in Mexico, and it's a stand-up double for Devon Mitchell. The Hyannis Harbor Hawks are not showing any mercy and not slowing down.
And this was the concern. Boaz's batting average against in the regular season was a whopping .341. He's got just one out here in the second, and he's already given up 4 hits. You wonder what the leash is like here for Scott Landers. Boaz did get better as games went on in the regular season. His best innings were usually in the 4th or 5th, and he a lot of times got out of jams. It's just, you know, this could be it. This is an elimination game, so I don't know how loose of a leash you can have, knowing that if you lose this one, your season's over.
In his last time out, he threw just 4 innings, allowed 5 hits with 3 runs, 1 of them earned. Has not had a 1 earned run outing before that since July 4th.
And he gave up 1 run in the first, 1 in the second, and 1 in the third before his first scoreless in the 4th last time out. So, you know, if that's what you get today, then you're okay with it. I think any more than 3 or 4 runs in the first 2 innings, then you got to think about pulling the plug.
Jake Schaffner up, a runner in scoring position in Mitchell. Boaz gives him a lurk. Out of the stretch, he delivers the first pitch. Schaffner takes it just outside. 1 out in the bottom of the second inning, and the score 1-0 in favor of the home team Hawks. 3 other Cape League playoff games going on today as Boaz looks in for the 1-0. We'll get you those scores in a moment. Looks at second, now comes home with the pitch. It's a slider that misses outside. The other playoff game in the West.
Those 3 games, all the 4 p.m. starts, fields with those 3 games, all the 4 p.m. starts, fields without lights. It's a cloudy day, air quality is low, it's going to get darker quicker, especially a game that's going into extras, Katuitt against Wareham. That could be a mess. They've got about an hour, but of course, no runner on second in extra innings in the playoffs. That could be messy.
The 2-1. Misses low and outside. I mean, what do you do there? Do you play the end of the game the following day?
Yeah, continue it tomorrow. No other choice. It's happened before between Bourne and Katuitt.
3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. It's the bottom of the second inning, and Boaz is not looking to add another runner to the base paths. With the ball, he does it. The pitch, a fastball, and it misses low. Base on balls for Jake Schaffner, his second walk of the playoff series. And now runners on 1 and 2 with just 1 out for Hyannis.
And still nothing yet in that Bourne bullpen. I think it's got to be soon. If this is a regular season game, I'm not saying that. You keep Boaz in, you let him grit it through it, but, you know, it's just win or go home. I think you have to be aggressive.
Bourne would need a distance reliever today, as the pitch from Boaz to the top of the order batter in Prince is there for a strike to start.
You know, the fact of the matter is you can't worry about tomorrow and the day after that. It's all about today, because if you don't win today, it's done. So you can't think about, oh, well, maybe we wouldn't have arms available tomorrow. All the focus has to be on this game.
Scott Landers, a lot of experience in these positions.
He knows what he's doing.
The 0-1 just misses outside, but shown by Prince, he pulls it back. Last season, Bourne lost the first game in the West Division Championship, won the second at home in a must-win situation. Same thing in the championship game, lost the first one at home to the Harwich Mariners, went on the road to win Game 2 and force Game 3 in the Cape League Championship. The 1-0 slider from Boaz, just barely on the inside edge, in the count 1-2.
Go back 2 years, Bourne lost Game 1 against Hyannis in the West Division semifinals, came back and won 2 in a row. So they've been in this spot before. Landers knows what to do here.
Here's the 1-2 from Boaz. Misses inside. 91 on the fastball. Boaz a deep breath. Blonde glove set at his belt. This one cracked up the middle. Ricochets off Boaz's glove. And now 3 runners on for Hyannis. The shortstop in Riker Waite was looking to cover second base. Wasn't there to get the rebound. And once again, the base is loaded for Hyannis with just 1 out.
You just hope this isn't going to be one of those games where you can't get any bounce to go your way. That was right off the tip of the glove for Boaz. If that's a half an inch to the right, he picks it up, and it's a probably 1-6-3 double play. But instead, it just tips off him, and now it's bases loaded once again with 1 out. Second straight inning that Hyannis has done this.
They're looking to do it again here, have a better part of their order up this time. Jay Stobie, the first batter, swings and cracks to the third base coach in Mitch Carricker, also the field manager for the Harbor Hawks. Deep breath for Boaz, the 0-1. Fastball over the plate for a strike. It's a pitcher's count for Boaz right here. Really needs that second out. Does not want to hope for a double play again to limit everything from Hyannis. Hyannis would love to blow this game open with one swing of the bat. The 0-2 to Dobie. Swing and a ball flying to right field. Easy play for Luke Costello. He grabs it, now makes the throw in. This play could be close at home, but it's instead cut off by Jason Torres, the first baseman, and the tagging runner in Devon Mitchell scores.
If you're Hyannis here, of course you're going to want more than you got. 1 run in the first inning, 1 run so far here, but this is already an improvement over what they did yesterday when they were just 1 for 11 with runners in scoring position. And they stranded runners on third base in the first, second, and, again later on in the game. So they're already looking better here with runners on.
Here's the 0-2 pitch, or rather, first pitch. It's a pickle on the first side. Throw from the shortstop back to Torres. Now throw at the plate, and they throw him out. Rather, just safe. Hyannis with some great base running. It's Owen Prince who starts the pickle. He's safe at second. The runner comes from third, and the score 3-0 for Hyannis. An excellent set of base running, and it seems all falling apart for Bourne.
Got to see that coming. You have 2 of the top base stealers on. With how Mitch Carricker is, he's an aggressive guy. I'm not surprised at all that he went for the double steal there. Perfect job by Owen Prince to get himself in the pickle to allow Schaffner to score.
So now one more run for Hyannis. 2 outs and a runner on second. Ball nearly gets by from the catcher in Quattrani. Ryan McKay at the plate. Bourne down 3-0. Historically, when they allow these huge leads to start, it hasn't been a good sign. The 1-0 misses outside. Bourne this season have allowed those big games. Notably, the last one they've lost was the 0-12 loss from Hyannis at McKeon Park, where Hyannis got going early in that game and really put a statement when it came to the bottom of the 4th inning. That's when things fell apart, but it was a 3. And hits. A hit to the outfield right now could bring the runner on second and Prince home. Prince 4 for 5 on stolen bases in the regular season. Here's the full count pitch. Slow grounder. It's just foul as it stops first on home plate and then dribbles to foul territory.
It's interesting. Max Stammel is using the bullpen and play down the left field line to his advantage. He's still throwing in between innings to keep his arm loose. It can be tough for starters when your offense is doing so good, so much time in between innings, but he's out there throwing from the mound.
The 3-2, cracked up the middle, weird hop. It's going to go into the glove of Kelly. Fields the play at first in time. Good play from the second baseman for the 3rd out, and Hyannis up 3-0. Before we step aside, our sideline reporter Ariel Tamir-Pinsky has more on the pitcher in Folger Boaz.
Devon Folger Boaz got here back on June 26th. So he's been here for the majority of the season. He has started 6 times for this team. Through those 6 starts, he has thrown a sinker 45%, a slider 22%, four-seam fastball 21%, a changeup 6%, and a curveball 5.73%. He has recorded 21 strikeouts through his time on the Cape. He's pitched a total of 20.1 innings so far here, which is the 4th most on the team after 3 pitchers who have been here since the very start of the Bourne Braves season. After his time here on the Cape with the Braves, Folger will be returning back to UNC for his junior year.
Thank you so much, Ariel. Folger Boaz possibly coming back out for a continued start in the bottom of the third inning. But before that, Bourne will try and come back in this game. They're down 3-0 as we take things to the top of the third on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV.
At the Mass State Lottery, we know there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. Now that's how we all win. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Bottom of the second inning, and it's been a perfect day top of the third inning, and it's been a perfect day for Stammel so far. He's put 6 up, 6 down, and Jason Torres now comes to the plate looking to break that. Did not play in yesterday's game against Hyannis, and here in game 2 of the Cape West Division semifinal will need to come up big as one of those new bats. Stammel on the mound, works out of the stretch. His first pitch is a strike, dead center. He's worked really, really well so far. A pitch count at just 21 through 2 innings. Can't get much better than that. The 0-1, another strike.
He's just painting the corner almost every single pitch right now. This is exceptional.
High inside corner on the first one, low inside on the second one. Here's the 0-2 pitch to the batter in Torres, lefty on righty matchup in top 3. Torres fouls it back, just catches the top part of his barrel and keeps himself alive. The 0-2 misses just outside. That one a changeup for Stammel. It was 3 three-batter innings for Stammel his last time against Bourne almost 2 weeks ago. That was on Friday here at McKeon Park 2 weeks ago. He's now thrown 2 consecutive balls after starting the count 0-2, and the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Good job here from Torres to just see more pitches. You got to get deeper into counts against Stammel. He's been too efficient.
The 2-2, up and outside, the first full count of the day for Max Stammel. Really important that Bourne, like you said, start working into at-bats. Even if you go down, make him work for the out. Don't just go down on a few. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Nothing new. It's been just a phenomenal day and maybe the best start of the season for any pitcher we've seen in a Bourne Brave game.
He's just dominating right now. Doing such a good job mixing the pitches. He's got his fastball and slider just thrown to perfection right now. You got to keep getting deep into counts here. That's probably a solid at-bat from Torres to get to the full count even though you strike out.
John LeGrande now up. LeGrande, the designated hitter for Bourne today. He checks his swing and overall has only played, rather it does come around, overall has only played 1 game at designated hitter for Bourne this season. The 1-1, swing and a miss. LeGrande, typically an outfielder, was initially on the lineup card, slotted to be the center fielder, but tweaked his ankle yesterday, and makes sense that he's giving up the defensive duties.
Give him all the props for still being in this game after twisting his ankle.
The 1-2, just over the plate, a strike 3 looking.
Just not much you can do about that. Stammel is just perfectly executing his pitches right now. Every single one. He knows exactly where he wants to put it. This is what makes him so dangerous. Again, his stuff isn't necessarily that insane. It's a low 90s fastball. He doesn't move his breaking balls too much, but he just places it perfectly.
Deep breath for Stamel against the new batter in Riker Waite. It's a ball upstairs on the first pitch. Riker Waite out of Vanderbilt, likely to have a starting spot in the middle of that infield next season in Nashville. He's been phenomenal for Bourne this season, maybe their best player. The 1-0 is a fastball that finds a part of the zone. Top part, 91 miles per hour, and strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Stamel still working excellently. The 1-1 just misses low. Riker Waite for most of the season led the team in batting average. He ended the regular season leading the team in runs and walks, as well as RBIs. The strike comes out, and the count at 2-2.
Riker Waite batting from the left side for the first time all summer against the left-handed pitcher, usually a switch hitter, but he's been dealing with some injuries lately and has to go from the left side.
The 2-2 misses low and outside. It was that collision at Bourne Park last Friday against Falmouth. That's why he's batting from the left side today, the first time he's done it in his life, he said. The 3-2 earns the walk, and the first base runner on for Stamel as he gives a smirk to his own dugout.
I mean, that missed the zone, but it could not have been any closer. Just a half-inch off the plate. His control is incredible. Even these misses so far have been barely outside the zone. Mike Hinojosa has his work cut out for him today because Stamel is going to be painting these corners all day long.
Top of the order now for Gavin Kelly. His first time out, he flew out to center field on a ball hit well hard. Sent the center fielder back to the warning track. This one into the gap in left field. And the Bourne Braves have got something going. First pitch swinging from Kelly, and a great one. First hit of the day for Bourne, and anything perfect or no hitter for Stamel, now officially complete.
There you go. Sometimes all you need is one base runner, and then you can start to pile on. Now you got a runner in scoring position. Number 2 hitter up. If you can get one back here, then that gives you momentum going forward. The longer you go staying down in this game, the harder it'll get to come back. So if you can chip away starting now, then it makes things a lot easier.
Top of the third inning, Ryan Cooney now up with a runner on first and second. Bourne looking to stay alive. A loss today would send them home. Cooney swings and fouls the first one off over the first base netting above the Bourne dugout and foul. No balls and 1 strike with 2 outs. Bourne have carried 2-out rallies for a lot of this season, and we'll look to have it right here. The 0-1 from Stamel upstairs. We've got one final now today in the Cape League, first round of the playoffs. Brewster took down the Harwich Mariners 7-3, so it goes back to Harwich for Game 3 of the East Division semis. Winner take all right there. The 1-1 from Stamel, cracked up and shallow infield. This one going to be out of play just barely as it hits off the stadium lights here at Bourne Park, then off the dugout and foul. Almost looks like a Happy Gilmore golf ball in the final hole of the movie. Ryan Cooney went 0 for 4 yesterday with 3 strikeouts. He's batting second today. Hasn't really been in this part of the lineup for any of the season. For the most part in the bottom half, 4, 5, rather 6, 7, or 8. Here's the 1-2 from Stamel. It's a fastball he misses inside at 91. Bourne down 3-0 in this one. No run rule in the playoffs. So Bourne have all 9 innings, no matter how bad the lead would get, as the 2-2 is put foul to the right side and out of play.
You said Cooney barely played at the top of the order. The exact number, just 2 games in the number 1 or number 2 spot in the lineup. And he played in 29 games in the regular season. So this is an unfamiliar spot for him. But desperate times calling for desperate measures. And Cooney's been a reliable guy throughout the season, so that's why he's up in the number 2 spot.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Stamel looks in and fires. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 5 on the day for the UVA pitcher. He's been phenomenal so far and has put it his offense in some great positions. 3-0 the lead for Hyannis as we take things to a break on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV. Hyannis looking to add to their lead on the other side of this break.
Hasn't been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to train bat speed. You can improve your bat speed and reach your goals working 10 to 15 minutes a day on this a couple of times a week. That's a no-brainer for every player.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
One source has it all. The pros' go-to rental choice for the newest and most reliable equipment for any job. One source that has a team you can rely on, the people and a name you trust, with the tools you need. One source with a location near you and wherever the work takes you. Milton Rents, the right equipment when and where you need it.
3-0 the score for Hyannis as we live in the bottom of the third inning here at McKeon Park. The home Hyannis Harbor Hawks up to bat, looking to extend their lead in Game 2 of the West Division semifinals. First pitch, a swinging foul from the batter in Camacho. A little fan for a souvenir, applause all around from the fans here, and it's an 0-1 count. Folger Boaz continues his start on the mound. He's allowed 5 hits and 3 runs, all of them earned to begin. The 0-1, a fastball swing and driven to left field. Sefcik, the left fielder, backpedaling, but makes the backhanded grab just before the wall for out and 1.
First batter hasn't been an issue so far for Folger Boaz. He's retired the leadoff man every inning so far. Now the issues have come with 1 out.
Try and get through that one right here. It seems like that's the magic number for Boaz. Oftentimes takes a little bit of time to get going for Bourne in his previous starts. That's what we've seen. He has not had a scoreless outing this season. That won't change today. First pitch to Dayton LaChance. Misses inside. Action now going in the bullpen. We'll get you a confirmation on that pitcher as soon as we have it. For LaChance?
I think it is. He breaks his bat a ton. Just such a powerful swing. A lot of power with the wrists.
Not the most economically friendly player, you could say, with those broken bats to this Hyannis team, but nevertheless, he's fetched a new piece of lumber and digs back into the right side. Folger shakes off his first pitch. Now comes set at his belt and deals. Half swing, slowly dribbled towards short, bobbled by the shortstop in Riker Waite, and it's LaChance who's on with the E6. Very uncharacteristic from Bourne and their shortstop Riker Waite. He's been spectacular defensively all season, but it seems like those simple plays were the side for a ball. Haven't officially called it an error yet. We'll see what it's officially noted as. It is an error, an E6. Throw to first base by the pitcher in Folger Boaz. Pickoff attempt, and LaChance is safe. LaChance 0 for 1 on stolen bases in the regular season. He's playing catcher today and already has an RBI. Luigi at the plate, grounded into a 5-3 double play to end the first. The 1-0, he swings and puts to the left side, just behind the third base coaching box. On deck, Charlie Bates and Devon Mitchell in the hole. Only 1 out here in the bottom of the third inning with Hyannis leading 3-0. would love some more runs to this lead. This ball grounded straight up the middle. Boaz loses it after it hits the heel of his glove. He collects and throws to first for out number 2. Almost scary for a moment there with seeing deja vu back to last inning.
Good job, though, from Boaz to stay on his feet and pick that ball up right after it hit off of his glove. Get that out. It's a key one.
In the first inning, it took to the 6th batter to get the second out. In last inning, it took to the 5th. He does it here with the 3rd. 2 outs now as Charlie Bates comes to the plate. The left-handed batter hangs his lumber over his left shoulder and looks in against the pitcher in Boaz. First pitch just misses low and inside.
And this obviously isn't the start that Boaz was hoping for, but if he can keep this here, give up just 3 runs in 3 innings, then at least he still gives you a chance on offense. But this is big here if you can get out of this with a shutout inning for the first time.
The 1-0. This is outside. Boaz is yet to have a scoreless inning to begin this game. One run for Hyannis back in the first, 2 in the second inning. Boaz looks at his right wrist, his glove hand, looking for the pitch count. Now he has it, the 2-0. This is outside, back pick to second. This one close and hits off the catcher and Wait. The shortstop and Wait ricochets to right field. The runner in LaChance doesn't move. Could have been LaChance instead, who would ricochet off. But no damage done. 3 balls, no strikes to Bates at the plate. He's playing shortstop today and went down swinging for the first out of the second inning. He represents one of 2 strikeouts that Folger Boaz so far has in this game. The other one was Owen Prince, the first batter of the game. Here's the 3-0 pitch from Boaz. It misses outside, and that's a base on balls for Bates.
3rd walk in as many innings from Boaz. And he's getting up towards 70 pitches now. His next one will be his 70th. 40 strikes, 29 balls to start.
Bo is now dealing once again with a runner in scoring position, another one on first in Bates. Half swing on the first one by Devon Mitchell. Did he come around? No, he did not, says Sam Finn. And you can place at buzzardsbay.com. Marty Chevrolet, your dealer for the people, proudly supports the Bourne Braves baseball team. See all our cars and trucks at martychevrolet.com, and go Braves. We'll step aside now. On the other side of this break, Adam Gotkin will have your play-by-play.
Changing channels, I don't see them on the TV show. Where all the good people go?
Offering 0% for 60 months on Cat's new lineup of compact track loaders. That's 0% for machines that have been redesigned from the ground up. 0% for new features and big comfort.
Nice cab, heated seat, great machine.
0% for more power and performance.
Picked up a big 4,000-pound block like it was nothing.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's 0 time left.
We're into the middle innings here at McKeon Park. The Bourne Braves need a victory today to keep their season going, down 1-0 in the West Division semifinals to the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. Max Dammel, the lefty committed to the University of Virginia, has been exceptional so far for the home side. He was perfect through 2 innings, led up his first couple of base runners with 2 outs in the last inning, a walk and a single, and now faces off against 3-4-5 in the Braves order. Cal Sefcik, the righty, stands in. The first pitch. This is outside on a 90-mile-an-hour fastball.
He's just been exceptional this game. Showed mortality back in that 3rd inning, but was perfect for the first 2 and is just painting the zone, making it really difficult for these Bourne batters.
The 1-0. Swing and a pop-up straight back out of play over the stands and into the grass behind us.
2 looking strikeouts so far on the day for Stamel. It's because he's just finding the corners of the strike zone exceptionally well. And a lot of the other strikes for Bourne in these at-bats have been those corners, just watching it by.
Left-hander has 5 Ks on the day. Here's his 1-1. Sefcik swings and hits that one foul down the right field line. And it's 1-2. Sefcik was the strikeout victim for Stamel back in the first inning. That was when Bourne went down 1-2-3. Sefcik went down swinging twice yesterday. The kick and the 1-2. High fastball, a ball, and it's 2-2.
Stamel also getting a lot of speed to his pitches for the most part, living in the low 90s, but the Bourne Braves for the most part have fouled it off to the opposite side with the dominant righty lineup.
Southpaw comes set at the belt. Here's the high kick and the 2-2. Swinging a bouncing ball through the left side. That's into the outfield, and it's a single to lead off the top of the 4th inning for Cal Sefcik. First time today that the Braves have their leadoff man on. They're close to desperation mode here. Definitely a solid start to the 4th.
Now 2 hits in your last 3 batters for Bourne. Coming opposite innings, but you got to string some together right now. Last time it was a base runner on with 2 outs. You got one on with no outs right now.
Here's Luke Costello. He went down looking his first time up. Stamel looks to first and fires. Big swing and a miss. 92-mile-an-hour heater. Costello out in front of it. Stamel now above 50 pitches. That most recent one is 51st. His last outing he went 65 pitches. The outing before that just 62. Here's the 0-1. Called strike on a breaking ball at the knees. It's 0-2.
Only on 5 days of rest right now. I imagine he lives between just around 65 to 80 pitches today. You probably want to use him one more time in the playoffs for Hyannis, and that means seeing him with just a little bit more rest before that outing.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Just above the letters. It's a ball, and it's 1-2. Braves don't have a run yet. They trail 3-0 here in the top of the 4th inning, but have Cal Sefcik on first and no outs. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Costello watches it in, a slider low and inside, and the count even at 2s. Costello is 1 for 6 with his time here in Bourne. Went 1 for 3 in just 1 game in the regular season. 0 for 2 yesterday and 0 for 1 to start his day today. 2-2 misses upstairs, and Costello works the count full. Now it's 3-2. Stamel's run into this issue recently. He was perfect in the first 2 innings, but now starting to have some trouble with his control. Count full with Sefcik on first and no outs here in the top of the 4th. Stamel looks off to first. Here's the payoff pitch. And this is outside, ball 4. And the Braves have the first 2 runners on here in the top of the 4th inning.
You got to look at this situation right now as an anomaly. This has not been one common for Max Stamel all season long, and especially against the Bourne Braves. You really got to bring at least 1 home right now as action starts in the bullpen for Hyannis.
Bravo's got to take advantage of this. Sebastian Mexico now comes up with no outs and 2 on. Cal Sefcik on second. Luke Costello on first. Stamel kicks and deals. In for a strike on a slider up and inside. Bourne went 0 for 9 with runners in scoring position yesterday. 0 for 10 or 0 for 1 so far today, and that means they're 0 for 10 in the postseason. Mexico with an open stance in the left-handed batter's box. He sees the 0-1, puts a bunt down. It's a really good one down the third baseline. Stamel picks it up and he pockets it. Bunt base hit for Sebastian Mexico, and the Bravos have the bases loaded to start the top of the 4th.
Such impressive offensive versatility right there from Sebastian Mexico. Not something we had seen from him earlier this season. Now in just his 6th game, he's doing a lot more than just putting balls into the outfield for Bourne.
So here you go. Braves have the bases loaded. Down by 3. That means the tying runners on first and Sebastian Mexico. And Mark Petrani comes to the plate representing the go-ahead run here with no outs in the top of the 4th inning. Petrani is the only Bourne Brave to hit a grand slam this season. He did it in Chatham a few weeks ago. There was a home run in almost every game here at McKeon Park during the regular season, 19 in 20 games. First pitch, Quattrani hits it softly to first. The throw comes home. They get the out there, and that's the only one. The chance just keeps it. Couldn't get the throw back to first as Doby wasn't on the bag, but there is the first out of the top of the fourth inning. Cal Sepsic out at home on the force out. Mark Quattrani reaches on a 3-1 fielder's choice.
Yeah, kind of a mental lapse there from Ryan McKay, the second baseman. He has to come over, protect first. That would have been a double play if so.
But instead, it's just one out here in the top of the fourth. Braves still have the bases loaded. And now it's Jason Torres, the first baseman out of the University of Alabama. He struck out swinging his first time up to start the third. Now here trying to put his team on the board. They're down 3-0. They have the bases loaded. Stammel set. Here's the first pitch. Torres pops it up. Sky high into right field. Mitchell moving in. He makes the catch pretty shallow. On his way home from third is Costello. It's a perfect throw, and it's not even close. He's tagged out. A double play, 9-2. The Braves load the bases, but can't bring anyone home in the top of the fourth inning. This elimination game has just not gone Bourne's way so far. So with that, we'll step aside, head into the bottom of the fourth inning. 9-1-2 to come to the plate for the Harbor Hawks when we return.
Teachers that taught me weren't cool. They're holding me down, turning me around.
Cape Cod Healthcare, we're committed to excellence and compassion in everything we do, like helping people maintain their active lifestyles. Our innovative orthopedic program combines advanced techniques and leading-edge technology with highly specialized teams, including our nationally recognized Center of Excellence for Joint Replacement. Our focus is getting you back to doing the things you love, in the place you love.
The Center of Excellence and the quality of care that we can deliver makes all the difference to the patients. They understand that they can get the best care right here on Cape Cod.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we know there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. Now that's how we all win. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
There's a zero chance that you'll want to miss our 0% for 72 months offer. For a limited time, CAT is offering 0% on the purchase of many new small excavators. That's 0% for better performance. 0% for next generation features.
Great machine. It's quite impressive.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's zero time left.
After they loaded the bases in the top of the fourth inning and couldn't bring any home, Folger Boaz comes out onto the mound for the Bourne Braves here in the bottom of the fourth. Looking to keep this game where it is, a Harbor Hawks 3-0 lead. It's 9-1-2 to the plate for Hyannis. Jake Schaffner will lead things off against Folger Boaz, a battle of North Carolina Tar Heels. Boaz 71 pitches into this outing. At his first scoreless inning, his last time out, gave up 1 run in the second. Or 1 in the first, 2 in the second. His first pitch to Schaffner, a fastball down the middle, and the count 0-1. If Boaz can get out of this here, then it's without a doubt a quality start. Not officially a quality start in the stat books, but you count it as one on the Cape if he can go 4 and give up just 3. The pitch misses low and outside to Schaffner, and the count 1-1. Boaz, the lefty, comes into the line and deals. Schaffner well out in front of an off-speed, and the count now 1-2. We have a second final out east. The Whitey Red Sox have beat the Orleans Firebirds 9-2 as Schaffner swings and hits one foul down the third base line. So Orleans, the West Division champions, the East Division champions swept. And Bourne, the West Division champs, trying not to fall to the same fate.
Orleans also were the hottest team going into the playoffs. Were 8-1 over the last 8 and had the best record in the entire Cape League going into it.
Here's the 1-2. Slider low and outside. Schaffner thought about swinging, held up. They appeal to third, and Marvin Gomez says he did not go. Count 2-2. A game over at Lowell Park now in the bottom of the 11th inning between Gatuit and Wareham, and the Kettleers have walked it off. So 4-2 the final. Katuit's moving on as Schaffner hits a ground ball back up the middle. Nice play by Wade. He fields behind the bag and throws to first for the out.
That's a lot more like the typical Riker Waite we know. Just makes difficult plays look easy in covering a lot of ground as a small shortstop.
6-3 ground out to start the bottom of the fourth inning. It was a Landon Beaver 2-run walk-off home run to send the Kettleers to the West Division Championship. So Wareham, the 2 seed, falls, and so far there's been 2 completed series and 2 upsets. First pitch to Owen Prince. He shows a bunt, pulls it back, gets in the zone, and the count 0-1. Ryan Cooney at third base starts to cheat a little bit in after Prince, the left-handed hitter, showed bunt. He is the leadoff man in the order. Hit a single his last time up. 0-1. Hit the other way. That's down the third base line. It's a fair ball, and it's hit very softly. Turning towards second is Prince, and he's in with the head-first dive. It's a 1-out double for the Harbor Hawks leadoff man.
First baseman from Nevada, number 19.
Another man in the scoring position for Hyannis. They've done that every single inning so far. Still action out in the Braves bullpen, but Folger Boaz will stay in at least for now against the number 2 hitter, Jay Stobie. He has been spectacular these playoffs. Went 3 for 4 yesterday. So far today, he is 0 for 0, a walk and a sac fly RBI in his 2 plate appearances. Looking to extend this Harbor Hawks lead. They're up 3-0 in the top of the fourth. Runner in scoring position with 1 out. Boaz looks back to second and deals. Misses low on a breaking ball, and the count 1-0 to Dobie. Dobie out of the University of Nevada. Stands in the right-handed box. He's got one of the more unique batting stances that we've seen on the Cape. Very open. He bends his knees a lot. It's working out for him. Boaz the kick in the 1-0. This is low. It's 2-0. Boaz now over 80 pitches. That most recent one was his 81st. He's thrown 47 strikes, 34 balls. That's exactly where he ended his last start back on Wednesday. Going further today, the lefty looks back to second and deals. It swung on and fouled back out of play straight behind us. And the count, 2 balls and a strike to Jay Stobie here with 1 out. And a runner on second in the bottom of the fourth inning. Boaz at the belt. A look back to second. Here's the 2-1 offering. It swung on and rocketed through the left side. That's down for a hit. Prince gets the wave around third. The throw goes into second. It's 4-0 Harbor Hawks. RBI single for Jay Stobie, his second ribby of the day. And it's 4-0 Hyannis here in the bottom of the fourth.
Just really good bounce-back offense from Hyannis in the third inning, where they didn't just show as much might as they did in 1 and 2. It doesn't stop. Folger Boaz continuing his struggles today.
Now 7 hits in the ball game for the Harbor Hawks through 3 1/3. Here's Ryan McKay, the number 3 hitter. He's 1 for 2 today. First pitch, swings and fouls it off down the third baseline, out of play. Still action out of the Bourne bullpen. The right-hander out of Wake Forest, Nate Wysong, getting loose. It's been a starter throughout most of the season, but the Braves in true winner-go-home mode today. Elimination game here, game 2 of a 3-game series in the West Division semis. It's the only game remaining today, a final out at Stony Brook Field. The pitch bounces in front of the plate. Brewster beat Harwich 7-3, so that going to a game 3. There's a chance that could be the only game 3 of the first round if Bourne can't come back in this one. Katuit and YD have both advanced as the lower seeds. Hyannis looking to do that here. The 1-1, swinging a bouncing ball back up the middle. The shortstop Wade fields it on the other side of second base, and his only option is to throw to first. And so they get the second out there, but Dobie does move into scoring position. Here's Gabe Camacho, the designated hitter. With Dobie on second and 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. His team up 4-0. Camacho 1 for 2 today. He singled into left field his first time up in the first inning. There is action out in the Hyannis bullpen. The right-hander out of Princeton, Liam Keenan, getting one. First pitch from Boaz to Camacho, bounces off the plate. Nice snag by the catcher, Petrani. Deep breath from Boaz, the 1-0. Swinging a foul to the netting. It's 1-1. Kineen has been very good for the Harbor Hawks this year. Has not been very good for the Harbor Hawks this year. In one outing, he has an ERA of 9, went 2 innings and gave up 2 runs, but showcased very good stuff at Princeton. Left-hander Boaz looks back to second, deals the 1-1 and misses low. Boaz takes a deep breath and fires. This is up and outside, and it's 3-1. Harbor Hawks already up 4-0 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Looking to extend the lead with Gabe Camacho at the plate. He had 4 RBIs in the regular season. And the pitch runs in and hits him on the hip. A slider just pulled from Folger Boaz. He hits Camacho, and now it's runners on first and second for the guy who has dominated the Braves this summer, Dayton LaChance. He's 1 for 2 today, but has reached base twice, an RBI single in the first. He's reached on an error in the third, and Folger Boaz might not get to see him. Scott Landers is on his way to the dugout. They point out to the bullpen, and the day done for Folger Boaz. So it'll be Nate Wysong to come in here with runners on first and second and 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th inning. The score 4-0 Hyannis.
Cape Cod Healthcare, we're committed to excellence and compassion in everything we do, like helping people maintain their active lifestyles. Our innovative orthopedic program combines advanced techniques and leading-edge technology with highly specialized teams, including our nationally recognized Center of Excellence for Joint Replacement. Our focus is getting you back to doing the things you love, in the place you love.
The Center of Excellence and the quality of care that we can deliver makes all the difference to the patients. They understand that they can get the best care right here on Cape Cod.
There hasn't been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to train bat speed. You can improve your bat speed and reach your goals working 10 to 15 minutes a day on this a couple of times a week. That's a no-brainer for every player.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we know there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. Now that's how we all win. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the
The right-hander Nate Wysong into the game for the Bourne Braves. The Hyannis Harbor Hawks lead 4-0. They've got runners on first and second with 2 outs. Wysong has been one of the more reliable pitchers for Bourne this season. He's got a 4.15 ERA in 8 appearances. In 21 2/3, he gave up 19 hits. He walked 23 and struck out 23. Devon, the big thing with him is with a lot of these Bourne pitchers, the control. He's going to have to be good here early on if he wants to keep his team in this game.
His last 4 pitching appearances, 4, 3, 4, and 5 walks respectively. His last time in relief just about a month ago here at McKeon Park against Hyannis. So a different situation for him than usual.
And he goes up against the guy who has been incredible against Bourne this summer, Dayton LaChance. He had 2 RBIs yesterday, 1 already today, up here with runners on first and second and 2 outs. First pitch from Wysong. A fastball called strike at 95 miles an hour right at the knees. Wysong goes fastball, slider, changeup, curveball. His heater is one of the more electric ones that we've seen from any Braves pitcher this summer. He looks back to second. Now looks home and deals. Fastball, another called strike, this time on the inside part of the zone. And it's 0-2.
His arms go very long away from each other, like he's stretching out his wingspan. Reminds me a lot of Justin Verlander.
Wysong hoping to have some Verlander in him here. Needs to keep this game close. The right-hander looks back to second, now kicks and fires. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on the fastball. And Nate Wysong ends the bottom of the 4th right as he enters it. One run does cross, though, for the Harbor Hawks. They extend their lead to 4-0 at the end of 4. Before we go to break, we would like to thank a few of our sponsors. Are you ready to dominate the diamond and pitch like a pro with the Cape Zone Keith Bildo? Then join us at the K-Plex, where champions are made. Don't just play the game, own it. Visit the K-Plex today and unleash your full potential. Located at 6 Forest Park Drive in Bourne. Find us on Facebook or at thek-plex.com. Elevate your game at the K-Plex. Keystone Place at Buzzards Bay, Bourne's premier senior living community. Conveniently located adjacent to the Cape Cod Canal. Visit us at Keystone Place at buzzardsbay.com. Back in a moment for the 5th on the Bourne Braves Broadcast Network and Cape League TV.
Always reaching out in vain, just taking the things not worth having.
You can make any bat feel lighter by adding a velo puck knob. Instead of having to go get a whole entirely new bat, you can simply add the puck to it. Players can use this with any bat. It's basically going to shift the weight of the bat a little bit more towards the hands. Players are able to hit the ball a lot harder just by simply adding the puck on.
There's a 0 chance that you'll want to miss our 0% for 72 months offer. For a limited time, CAT is offering 0% on the purchase of many new small excavators. That's 0% for better performance. 0% for next generation features.
Great machine. It's quite impressive.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's 0 time left.
We're into the 5th inning here at McKeon Park, and the Bourne Braves desperately need their offense to get going. They trail 4-0 to the Hyannis Harbor Hawks here in a win-or-go-home Game 2 of the West Division semifinals. The Braves scored just 1 run last night. They're looking to get on the board here for the first time tonight. It's 8-9-1-2 up in the order. John LeGrande will lead things off. The designated hitter today, struck out looking his first time up. Max Stamel has been incredible. The lefty's first pitch of this inning is bounced towards the left side. Long run for the shortstop Bates. Quick throw to first is not in time. Infield single for John LeGrande. Incredible hustle from a guy who has been battling injuries this entire season.
Especially a guy we know is struggling with an ankle injury. He makes it look like there's nothing wrong with him at all. Respect to Charlie Bates. That's a exceptional effort on the throw. Just can't beat out the speedy John LeGrande.
4th hit of the day for the Bourne Braves. They've all come in the last 3 innings. Went down 6 up, 6 down to start the game. Here's Riker Wade. He walked his first time up to end the perfect game. First pitch. He swings and rockets one. That's through the right side for a base hit. LeGrande stops at second. The Braves have their first 2 men on here, just like they did in the last inning. However, then they came up empty. So Max Stamel is going to have to work some magic again here. And against the tougher part of the order, now it's the top of the order up. Gavin Kelly to the plate. He singled his last time up into left field. Huge opportunity here for the Bravos, desperately looking to get on the board. Stamel, the left-hander, looks in. Getting his signs from the catcher LaChance. He now comes set. Look back to second at LeGrande. First pitch to Kelly. In for a strike. Fastball low and inside. Braves have 2 of their fastest men on base right now in LeGrande and Wade. 2 guys at the top of the team in runs scored this season. Kelly looking to bring him home here. The 0-1. This is inside. Gets away from the catcher LaChance, but he keeps it close enough to keep the runners where they are. Gavin Kelly at 16 RBIs in the regular season, 1 behind the team leaders. 4 guys tied for first, 2 tied for second, and RBIs for the Braves. Stammel kicks and deals. This is low. Bourne's lone run last night came on a ground out. Still looking for their first RBI hit of the postseason. And what could be their last game of the season. Down 4-0 in the top of the fifth, and winner go home game 2. Here's the pitch to Kelly. Fastball upstairs, and it's 3-1. Bourne loaded the bases with no outs in the last inning before coming up empty. It was a 3-1 fielder's choice and a 9-2 double play on a fly ball and a throw out at home that had them coming up empty. Stammel kicks and deals. Misses inside. That gets to the backstop, and it's ball 4. So for the second straight inning, Max Stammel has loaded the bases with no outs. And Devon, after coming up empty last time, Bourne has to get at least one run across here.
Has to be right here, but it's going to be against a new pitcher. Max Stammel going to get a visit from Mitch Carricker on the mound.
And usually when Carricker comes out, that means it's the end of the day for the pitcher. No points to the bullpen yet. It is Liam Kinning warming up, the right-hander out of Princeton. Carricker now out onto the mound with the catcher, the entire infield, and his pitcher. Max Stammel is 67 pitches into this outing. His last appearance back on Friday, he went 65 pitches. And Carricker will keep him in. A lot of trust in his left-hander. Braves have the bases loaded here with no outs for the second straight inning. Looking to hopefully get on the board for the first time tonight, trailing 4-0. It's Ryan Cooney who comes up to the plate. He is 0 for 2 today with a strikeout swinging and a ground out to short. He had 8 RBIs in the regular season. Cooney looking for a big hit here in the postseason. The right-handed hitter stands in. The lefty Stammel on the mound comes set. Bases loaded, no outs, first pitch. This is outside on a heater. Cooney was 1 for 4 at the bases loaded in the regular season with 4 RBIs. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on and fouled straight back. A dribbler to the backstop. Counts 1-1 here with no outs in the top of the fifth. Braves looking to end this shutout and get on the board. Fast guys all around the base paths. Infield playing straight up. The 1-1. Bouncer back to the pitcher. They come home for the first out. LaChance throws to first, and that gets away. Down the right field line. Here comes Riker Waite. He scores. The ball's still down the line. Now the throw comes in. Kelly gets the stop sign at third, but the Braves are on the board. There'll be runners on second and third with 1 out. The score 4-1. Harbor Hawks still in the lead. But Devon, big for Bourne to finally break through.
Huge, and a really interesting play there. It goes back to Stammel on the mound, and he lackadaisically throws it back to home to get the out, which doesn't leave a lot of time for LaChance to make the throw at first. Bourne kind of get away with one right there, but a faster throw from Stammel to get the out at home likely is a double play and no score for Bourne.
Here's Cal Sefcik, first pitch. A called strike on the up and outside part of the zone. Still 2 in scoring position for the Bravos. It's Gavin Kelly on third, Ryan Cooney on second. Sefcik 1 for 2 today. 0-1. This is outside on an off speed. Sefcik singled in the left field his last time up. He had just 1 hit in his last game. Right-handed hitter digs in, taps his bat against the plate, and awaits. Stammel to the belt. The kick and the pitch. In for a strike on a fastball inside. It's 1-2. Stammel started his day with 4 shutout. He's given up the first run and still in some trouble here with 2 on and 1 out. This team up by 3 has got a little bit of room to work with. The southpaw at the belt. Here's the 1-2. This is outside on a breaking ball. Count even at 2s here with 1 gone. Cal Sefcik, the number 3 hitter in the order. Luke Costello on deck. Sebastian Mexico in the hole. Stammel at the belt. Here's his 2-2. Swinging a high fly deep towards center field. Prince moving back. He makes the catch. and he throws into third. That keeps Cooney at second. Kelly comes in to score, and the Braves have cut the lead in half here at the top of the 5th inning. Cal Sefcik picks up his first RBI of the postseason with a sac fly into center.
Small ball right now from Bourne, doing a great job. This game seems a lot closer when it's just 2 runs than it's when it's for a lot of respect to the top part of this lineup who's got it done.
Bravo's not done yet. Still just 2 outs here in the top of the 5th, and Luke Costello now up to the dish. He's 0 for 1 with a walk today. Still looking for his first RBI with Bourne. Didn't have any in his 1 game in the regular season and his 1 postseason game. First pitch, fastball up and outside. It's 1-0. Cooney still on second after he reached on the error. Long look in for Stamo, now the set. The kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss, high cheddar. It's 1-1. Stamo went 5 shutout innings the last time he faced Bourne. His last outing, he gave up 1 run in 4 innings. Now he's given up 2, looking to get through the 5th. The lefty looks back to second, now kicks and deals. This is low and inside on a slider, it's 2-1. Liam Kinney still warming up in the Harbor Hawks bullpen down the left field line, but Max Stamel trying to get out of this 5th himself. His offense will have 6, 7, 8 to up in the bottom half of this inning. The pitch is rocketed down the left field line. That's a fair ball. That rolls all the way into the corner. Cooney scores. Into second base is Luke Costello. It's an RBI double, and it's a 1-run game here in the top of the 5th. The score, Hyannis 4, Bourne 3. The Braves have struck back, and Mitch Carricker is on his way out of the dugout, and this will be it for Max Stamel.
Luke Costello has 2 hits this season, both of them doubles. An amazing pickup by Scott Landers, who's proving to be so effective for the Braves this year.
It was a great first 4 innings for Max Stamel, but struggles into the 5th. He gives up 3 runs. His team's still up by 1 as he exits. And the Harbor Hawks are to the bullpen. It's the worst bullpen in the league in the regular season by ERA, and it's Liam Kinney out onto the mound here to start this bullpen outing. We'll be back in a moment here on the Bourne Braves Broadcast Network and Cape League TV.
You can make any bat feel lighter by adding a reload puck knob. Instead of having to go get a whole entirely new bat, you can simply add the puck to it. Players can use this with any bat. It's basically going to shift the weight of the bat a little bit more towards the hands. Players are able to hit the ball a lot harder just by simply adding the puck on.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
We're offering 0% for 60 months on CAT's new lineup of compact track loaders. That's 0% for machines that have been redesigned from the ground up. 0% for new features and big comfort.
Nice cab, heated seat, great machine.
0% for more power and performance.
Picked up a big 4,000-pound block like it was nothing.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's 0 time left.
You don't want to say.
The Harbor Hawks are into their bullpen as we're here in the top of the 5th inning. Braves have a chance to tie this game. They've got the tying runner in scoring position with Luke Costello on second. Sebastian Mexico will come to the plate. Liam Kinney is the new pitcher in for Hyannis, the right-hander out of Princeton. He's pitched in 2 games this summer, has a 4.15 ERA. He gave up 2 runs in his first outing in 2 innings, then went 2 1/3 scoreless his most recent timeout. The right-hander looking to send this into the bottom of the 5th with his team still up by 1. Sebastian Mexico looking to tie it here with a hit. First pitch, Mexico watches it in for a strike on a fastball. Kinney started his summer in the NECBL. He had a 3.86 in 30 innings with the North Shore Navigators, at a 5.8 ERA and 11 starts with Princeton in his freshman year. The right-hander sets and fires. Mexico hits that one through the left side. That's through into the outfield. Luigi fields and picks it up as Costello gets the stop sign at third. Braves have runners on the corners here with 2 outs in the top of the 5th.
Really good play in the outfield to hold the runner. Gotta give respect for Luigi to be on it right there, get the ball quick and not let the run come home. But you laid it out right before we went to break, Adam. This is the worst bullpen in the league by team ERA. You gotta start taking advantage of it, as you did the starter this inning in Max Stammel.
Here's Mark Quattrani. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Braves have the tying runner just 90 feet away. They were down 4-0 entering this inning, but have fought back. Quattrani was tied for the team lead of the RBIs in the regular season, had 17 of them, looking for his first of the playoffs here. First pitch, misses low on a breaking ball. Both teams now into their bullpens. Nate Wysong for Bourne, Liam Kinnian for Hyannis. And this game has gotten tight. The right-hander for the Harbor Hawks comes set, looks back to first. Now kicks and deals. Quattrani swings and hits it foul down the right field line. Kinnian gave up a single to the first man he saw, Sebastian Mexico. After Luke Costello at third, trying to get out of this after entering with
only
his team
subs
up by 1 with this game. Still a 4-3 ball game. The kick and the 1-1. In for a strike, nice fastball on the outside part of the plate. It's 1-2 here with 2 outs. Hyannis will send 6, 7, 8 up in the bottom of the 5th. A strike away from still being in the lead. Kinnian sets. Here's the 1-2 to Quattrani. Bounces in front of the plate, good block by the catcher. He fakes the throw into second. Mexico is into second, and now the Braves have 2 in scoring position.
You got a guy at the plate with 17 RBIs this season. He's been spectacular, and you give him 2 runners in scoring position. Take the lead back, Bourne. Keep it hot, and understand you might not have this same advantage all game. You got to get it here.
Tying runner on third, go-ahead runner on second. Winner go-home game 2 for Bourne. Going to tie or take the lead. The 2-2 to Quattrani. Swing and a miss, strike 3, out 3 of the top of the 5th inning. The Braves do get some back, though. They enter at the top of the 5th, trailing by 4 the exit, trailing by just 1. 6, 7, 8 up for the Harbor Hawks, looking to get some back. We're into the bottom of the 5th.
At the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
One source has it all. The pros' go-to rental choice for the newest and most reliable equipment for any job. One source that has a team you can rely on, the people and a name you trust, with the tools you need. One source with a location near you and wherever the work takes you. Milton Rents, the right equipment when and where you need it.
You can make any bat feel lighter by adding a velo puck knob. Instead of having to go get a whole entirely new bat, you can simply add the puck to it. Players can use this with any bat. It's basically going to shift the weight of the bat a little bit more towards the hands. Players are able to hit the ball a lot harder just by simply adding the puck on.
Braves have life. We're here in the bottom of the 5th inning after the deficit was cut from 4 to just 1. Nate Wysong is back out onto the mound to try and keep it there. He entered in the bottom of the 4th and struck out Dayton LaChance to exit the inning. Now he'll face off against 6, 7, 8 in this Harbor Hawks order. It's Jeff Luigi to lead things off. Duke Blue Devil is 0 for 2 today with a ground out into a double play and a grounder back to the pitcher. Devon, this is a key couple innings here for Hyannis to try and extend this lead after they almost gave it up.
Just got punched in the mouth. You got to respond. Bourne is not going to give up easy. They've not been an easy team to beat in the playoffs, especially for Hyannis in recent years.
First pitch from Wysong. Fastball in for a strike at 94.
That's going to give a little bit extra motivation to this organization wanting to get revenge. But Bourne is right now in the right direction momentum-wise and got to continue it defensively.
The wind of the pitch, fouled off, back to the netting. It's 0-2. Devon for the Braves. This is a key inning for Wysong to
100%.
keep it just a one-run game before the offense comes back up.
You only got a one-batter sample size so far. He looks great. Punched out Dayton LaChance with a K, who's been a great batter against this Bourne team. Got to see more of it.
From the wind, here's the 0-2. Fouled off towards the third base dugout. Count stays where it is.
You go up to a mid-90s pitcher, too, with Nate Wysong now on the mound and switch to a righty pitcher. This is a lefty-dominated lineup from the Harbor Hawks. Only 3 righties in the lineup. Could be different.
0-2. This is outside. The wind and the 1-2 from Wysong. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on a fastball outside. Real good pitch there from Wysong, and he struck out the first 2 men he's faced.
You just feel really good right now about the momentum of the Bourne Braves.
So it's Charlie Bates now. He walked his last time up, struck out before that. Wysong looking to continue what's been a good start to this outing. Right-hander winds and fires, and misses low and outside. (4-3) Hyannis in the lead, looking to add on to it here in the bottom of the 5th. Wysong winds and deals, and finds the zone on a fastball. Wysong looks down at the pitch comm on his left wrist, chased off a couple of signs, and now comes set. Here's the wind and the 1-1. Fastball just below the knees, misses the zone, and it's 2-1. Here's the wind and the pitch. Ground ball towards third. That's past Cooney and into left field. It bounced right in front of the third baseman. Took a bit of a weird hop to the left of him and got into the outfield. And Charlie Bates reaches for the second time today. That is ruled as a single. Just took a really weird hop away from Cooney. So the first runner on against Wysong. Now it's Devon Mitchell, who hit a double his first time up back in the 2nd and came in to score. Grounded out to 2nd his last time up to end the bottom of the 3rd. Here with the runner on 1st and 1 out. Looking to spark a rally. First pitch from Wysong, a fastball outside, a ball. Last year when the Braves knocked out the Harbor Hawks, they never trailed in that game. A trail here. Wysong kicks and deals. Called strike up and inside. They actually do change it to a fielding error against Cooney, not a single. So it's the 2nd error of the day against the Braves. Wysong looks over to first. And deals. Swinging a foul back. Devon Mitchell's double back in the second was one of the hardest hit balls of the day. He stands in the right-handed box with his bat right next to his right ear. The pitch swung on and fouled back to the netting.
It's an inning at a time right now for Bourne. You just can't let these Hyannis batters allow to compound their offense. Make it more spread out. Don't let it come in one inning and give your offense a chance to come back.
Wysong kicks and deals. Breaking ball, called strike 3. Just above the knees. It's a backwards K for Wysong, his third of the outing. And there's the second out of the bottom of the fifth. Now it's up to the number 9 hitter, Jake Schaffner, to try and extend this bottom of the fifth inning. He walked back in the second, rounds it out his last time up, leading off the fourth. Bates on first. Wysong from the stretch. Throw back to first. Back in time is Bates. Wysong looks over to first, and now comes set. Right-hander throws over to first, and it's a close play, just barely back in time is Charlie Bates.
Really good pickoff move right now from Wysong. He's presenting a lot of things that Fulger Boaz, unfortunately for Bourne, was not able to do. Big strikeout power, a lot of velocity, and it seems like this Hyannis team is not very prepared for it.
Boaz cages 2. Wysong's already struck out 3. Here's the kick and the pitch. High chopper towards second into the glove of Kelly. He fires to first, and there's the third out. A 1-out error gets Charlie Bates on, but he's stranded at first base. And we are through 5 here at McKeon Park. The score, Harbor Hawks 4, Braves 3. Before we step aside, we'll send things over to our sideline reporter, Ariel Tamir-Pinsky.
Well, last night the game ended with some tension on the field, which included some ejections for tonight's game. The Braves fell just short, losing 3-1. And I talked with John LeGrande before tonight's start. He said eliminating the small stuff, having quality at-bats, pounding the strike zone, and walking less batters needs to be the focus tonight. They need to leave yesterday behind, move on, and be in the now and focus on staying alive in this playoff fight. They started off slow tonight, but the energy is picking up already on the field and in the dugout. You can see it.
Ariel, thank you so much. Back for a moment in the 6th. Gotcha.
You can make any bat feel lighter by adding a velo puck knob. Instead of having to go get a whole entirely new bat, you can simply add the puck to it. Players can use this with any bat. It's basically going to shift the weight of the bat a little bit more towards the hands. Players are able to hit the ball a lot harder just by simply adding the puck on.
There's a 0 chance that you'll want to miss our 0% for 72 months offer. For a limited time, CAT is offering 0% on the purchase of many new small excavators. That's 0% for better performance. 0% for next generation features.
Great machine. It's quite impressive.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's 0 time left.
Into the 6th inning here at McKeon Park. Game 2 of the West Division semifinals. The Braves dropped game 1. If they don't win tonight, that means the season is over. They have all the momentum right now. Started this game off down 4-0. It's now 4-3. And looking to continue this offensive might here in the 6th. It's Jason Torres to lead things off. Liam Keenan now out for his first full inning. First pitch, fastball misses up and inside. Keenan came in the middle of the last inning. Entered with a lot of damage already done. He allowed a single to the first man he saw and then struck out Mark Petrani to exit without allowing any runs. The 1-0. Swinging a high chopper towards third. That's under the glove of the third baseman Schaffner and into left field. Torres reaches first on an E5, and the Braves have their leadoff man on for the 3rd straight inning. You can feel the energy shift here at McKeon Park. Braves have scored 3 unanswered, and already a good start here. This top of the 6th. Now it's the number 8 hitter, John LeGrande. He hit an infield single his last time up. His bullpen questionable for Hyannis, worst team bullpen ERA in the regular season, and already a bit shaky here in the postseason. Throw over to first, Torres back in time.
Problem is, too, yesterday for Hyannis, you used maybe your 3 best bullpen arms in yesterday's game. Chris Diaz with a 1 ERA. You saw also Samuel Gerwal come into this game with an ERA just over 3, and Ryan Speciak as well, his ERA at just 2.
The pitch, fastball misses up and outside. Speciak did just go 16 pitches, and Diaz went just 22. In the playoffs, always a chance they could bounce back with no rest, but never know. All you have to do is wait and see. It'll be interesting to see how Mitch Carricker uses his bullpen today. Kenny kicks and fires the 1-0. LeGrande swings and lifts it in towards right center field. Long run for Mitchell. The center fielder, Prince, does not make the catch. It just barely dropped, and it's a single for John LeGrande. Prince is saying he caught it. The first base umpire, Sam Finn, said he dropped it, and Prince and Mitchell disagree here with this umpire's call. They are not moving from their spots in right center field, and Mitch Carricker is on his way out of the third base dugout.
Adam, from my view right there, it looks like the ball bounced before it went into the glove of Sebastian Mexico. Or rather, Owen Prince in center field. That did not look like a ball caught before it hit the ground.
It was the first base umpire, Sam Finn, who said that it dropped. And not Marvick Gomez, who was a little bit closer at second base. Now Finn and Carricker talk for a second. Finn heads back to first base. Call on the field stands. The Braves have their first 2 on here in the top of the 6th, and you can hear the energy. These Braves fans do not want this to be the end of the season. Here's Riker Waite, the number 9 hitter, up with runners on first and second, and no outs. Braves have the tying runner in scoring position with Jason Torres. Kenning has allowed 3 of the first 4 men that he's seen on. Right-hander is set. Corner infielder's in. First pitch to Wade. He shows bunt and pulls it back. There's action out in the Harbor Hawks bullpen. It's the right-hander out of Fordham, James Riddick. Kenning set. Here's the pitch. Wade shows bunt again, pulls it back, but that time it's in the zone. Riddick at a Fordham. Was not a big part of this Hyannis team at all. Did not even appear once in the regular season. Could have to come in for the first time here in the playoffs. First pitch, or the pitch to Wade, I should say, is in for a strike as he pulled back another bunt that caught the zone, and now it's 1-2.
Did see Bourne debut a pitcher yesterday in 33 2/3 innings. It was Riddick, who had just a 2.14 ERA with the Amsterdam Mohawks in the PGCBL this summer.
We could see him come in for the first time here on the Cape in a tight game. It's 4-3 Harbor Hawks. Braves threatening here in the top of the 6th. The pitch, a fastball up and outside at 93, and it's 2-2 to Wade. Jason Torres is the lead runner on second. John LeGrande behind him on first. LeGrande is a very fast guy. He's got a lot of speed, and first baseman Doby's not holding him on the back. Kenning set the 2-2. Fastball misses outside, and the count runs full to 3-2. The Braves loaded the bases with no outs in the 4th and the 5th. Came up empty in the 4th, scored 3 in the 5th. Liam Kenning a ball away from loading the bases for a 3rd straight inning with no outs. It's the last thing that this right-hander out of Princeton wants to do. He comes set, not paying much attention to the runners on. Now we'll look back to second and the payoff. Fastball misses low and outside, ball 4, and that loads the bases with no outs for the top of the order. What a chance here for the Bourne Braves. They've got the tying runner 90 feet away, the go-ahead runner at second base for the top of the order here with no outs in the top of the 6th.
An impressively patient approach from these Bourne batters in recent innings. We're swinging really early in counts earlier this game, and in previous games, they've been patient today and have drawn a good amount of walks.
Mitch Carricker, the Hyannis manager, is on his way out to the mound. He points to the bullpen, and so Liam Kinney's day is done. It'll be James Reddick who comes in to pitch, making his first appearance on the Cape when we return. It's still 4-3 Harbor Hawks in the top of the 6th, but the Braves have the bases loaded with no outs.
I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no.
Cape Cod Healthcare, we're committed to excellence and compassion in everything we do, like helping people maintain their active lifestyles. Our innovative orthopedic program combines advanced techniques and leading-edge technology with highly specialized teams, including our nationally recognized Center of Excellence for Joint Replacement. Our focus is getting you back to doing the things you love, in the place you love.
The Center of Excellence and the quality of care that we can deliver makes all the difference to the patients. They understand that they can get the best care right here on Cape Cod.
There hasn't been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to train bat speed. You can improve your bat speed and reach your goals working 10 to 15 minutes a day on this a couple of times a week. That's a no-brainer for every player.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we know there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. Now that's how we all win. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
The Bourne Braves have absolutely turned this game on its head over the last 2 innings. They were down 4-0 going into the top of the 5th and scored 3 to make it a 1-run game. And now they've loaded the bases with no outs here in the top of the 6th inning. And a change on the mound for the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. Liam Kinney's day is done. And there's actually a mistake on the roster. It's not James Reddick making his debut. It's Andrew Wirtz, the right-hander out of Salve Regina, who stands at 6'3", 230 pounds. He faces off against Gavin Kelly, who with the bases loaded and no outs. Corner infielders playing in, the middle infield playing back. Jason Torres is on third, John LaGrande on second, Riker Waite on first. Wirtz, the right-hander, comes set against the right-handed hitting Gavin Kelly. No outs, bases loaded. Here's the first pitch. It's in for a strike on a fastball. Wirtz has made 2 appearances this summer. He hasn't given up a run yet in 2 2/3 innings. And he was unbelievably good in the CCBL with the Valley Blue Sox. Had an 0.41 ERA in 22 innings as their closer. Here's the 0-1. Kelly swings and chops it foul down the third base line. With Salve, Wirtz was exceptional there. A 1.33 ERA in 27 innings. This is going to be a really tough guy for the Braves to try and hit against. He's given up just 5 earned runs in total in over 50 innings over the last calendar year. Right-hander does inherit 3 runners here with no outs. Bourne has already loaded the bases with no outs and come up empty today, though. Time called from the home plate umpire, Mike Hinojosa. And he tells the pitcher on the mound, Wirtz, that he's got to make eye contact. You saw that yesterday result in a automatic ball. So Wirtz has to make sure that he does look up here. Make sure that doesn't happen again. He's ahead in the count 0-2 here with no outs and the bases loaded. Gavin Kelly's 1 for 2 today with a walk, looking for his first RBI of the postseason. Wirtz, the right-hander, comes set. Taking the 0-2. Swinging a chopped ground ball again, foul down the third baseline. Wirtz moving up towards the Division I level next year. He'll be playing with Northeastern. Trying to prove his might here on the Cape in this key playoff game. Game 2 of the West Division semifinals, the first round of the Cape League playoffs, a best-of-3 series that Hyannis leads 1-0. They lead Game 2 4-3, but Bourne battling. The 0-2, Kelly swings and hits a blooper towards right field. Long run for Mitchell. He makes the catch, and Torres is told to stay at third. A really good throw from Mitchell. He's already thrown one out today. A smart decision to keep Torres at third. But now there's one gone here in the top of the 6th.
Very, very smart hold at third base. You lose the out, but still only one out this inning. Bourne not being greedied right now. It's a very intelligent, mature way of playing this game and approaching it.
Now it's Ryan Cooney. Reached on a fielder's choice his last time up. Before that, struck out and grounded out. That fielder's choice was with the bases loaded. The throw came home, and then he was safe at second after an error on a throw to first. The pitch, Cooney swings and hits a soft fly ball into center field. Running in is Prince, and Torres is going to have to stay at third. He caught that just too close in, and nothing that Torres could do. Big job there from Wentz to force 2 flyouts, both shallow enough to keep the runners at bay.
You got to be a little bit more patient there if you're Ryan Cooney. That's the process that Bourne had adopted when the offense started going in the right direction. You swing early there and you pay for it.
Now it's Kalsefsik. He had an RBI his last time up on a sac fly, but that's not possible here with 2 outs. Bases still loaded. Braves down by 1 here in the top of the 6th. Sefsik singled in the 4th, struck out in the 1st. Wirtz fires. This is upstairs on a fastball. Harbor Hawks will have the top of the order up in the bottom of the 6th inning. And Wirtz trying to send it there with his team still in the lead. The right-hander comes set. Here's the 1-0. Swinging a fly ball into center field. Prince under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. For the second time today, the Harbor Hawks allow the bases loaded with no outs and get out of it. Bourne strands runners all around, and we're into the bottom of the 6th inning with Hyannis leading 4-3.
Feel it's their appointed duty.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
One source has it all. The pros' go-to rental choice for the newest and most reliable equipment for any job. One source that has a team you can rely on, the people and a name you trust, with the tools you need. One source with a location near you and wherever the work takes you. Milton Rents, the right equipment when and where you need it.
There hasn't been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to train bat speed. You can improve your bat speed and reach your goals working 10 to 15 minutes a day on this a couple of times a week. That's a no-brainer for every player.
Into the bottom of the 6th here at McKeon Park. Win or go home for the Bourne Braves. Game 2 of round 1 of the Cape Cod League playoffs. The Harbor Hawks with a win will move on to face the Katuitt Cavaliers in the West Division Championship. They lead by 1. They have the top of the order up here. Nate Wysong back out onto the bump into his 2nd full inning of work. The first pitch to leadoff man Owen Prince was a fastball in for a strike at 93 miles an hour. Prince has been really good today at the plate. He's 2 for 3. With a single and a double. He's also stolen a base and scored a run. Wysong winds and deals. Prince offered on the bunt, couldn't hold back, and the count 0-2. Trying to go for the base hit there with the third baseman Cooney playing back.
Just started moving toward first and honestly left the batter's box before the pitch came in.
Left-handed hitting Prince awaits, crowding the plate. Wysong comes into the wind. Here's the 0-2. Beat out the fast. Leadoff man, and now it's Jace Doby, who's been excellent at the plate today. He's had 3 very productive at-bats, a walk, a sac fly, and a single. He came in to score after the walk, his sac fly, of course, an RBI. He also got a single on the RBI. Also got an RBI on the single, I should say. Up here with the bases empty and 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. His team up by 1. Wysong comes into the wind. Here's the first pitch. Doby watches it in for a strike right at the knees. Wysong, a long look in. Here's the wind and the pitch. This is upstairs. Wysong has struck out 3 so far in this outing. His other 2 outs have come from ground outs. Here's the 1-1, swinging a foul back. Wysong hasn't walked anyone yet. For this outing, it was 4 walks, 3 walks, 4 walks, and 5 walks in his prior 4. But Devon, he's been much better so far today.
Just a lot better, and that's where you can really see the difference in his outings. That's when he's a lot better as a pitcher, when he has that control. It seems like a theme for Bourne all season long for their whole staff.
1-2, half swing, fouled off down the right field line. Harbor still up by 1. Started this game up 4-0. Have given up 3 unanswered. Here's the 1-2. Another protect swing, fouled off down the right field line. It was 1 run in the bottom of the 1st inning for Hyannis, 2 in the bottom of the 2nd, and 1 in the 4th. In the 3rd, they stranded runners on 1st and 2nd. In the 5th, they stranded a runner on 1st. Haven't gone down in order yet today. Wysong looking to do it. The 1-2. Ground ball towards the left side. Wade Fields, quick throw to first, bounces in front of the bag, and easily into first with an infield single is Jace Doby.
The second baseman from Michigan State, number 5, Ryan.
Harbor Hawks get their first hit since the 4th inning, and now it's the second baseman, Ryan McKay.
Doby just incredible in this series. That's now his 5th hit in just 2 games, has 3 RBIs, and has been on or had a productive at-bat every single at-bat today.
That's the 8th hit of the game for this Harbor Hawks team. Both teams now have 8 hits. Both have 2 errors, but Hyannis leads in the runs category by 1, 4-3. We're looking to add some more insurance here in the bottom of the 6th inning. This game nowhere near safe for the team, for the league's worst bullpen. Wysong with the runner on first after giving up his first hit. Comes set. Here's the first pitch to McKay. He misses low and outside. And the count 1-0. Ryan McKay played in. Now stands on deck. Mark Petrani out onto the mound to talk with Nate Wysong after the back-to-back singles.
No real action in the bullpen for Bourne yet. I imagine it could get going soon if Wysong gets out of hand, but he's pitched so well so far. You want to trust him in this moment to get out of this inning. You already got the 1 out, and you got forces on 1, 2, and 3, so double plays available for a team that has had the 2nd most double plays of any team in the Cape League all season. And Wysong really composed right now. You love what you're seeing out of him. Trust him to get out of this, and then maybe think about a new pitcher in future innings.
Jace Doby on second, Ryan McKay on first. Here's Gabe Camacho in the left-handed batter's box. Wysong looking to bounce back after giving up his first 2 hits out of the bullpen. The right-hander looks back to second. Still hasn't looked home. Now he does and deals. This is outside.
Woohoo!
Hyannis desperately looking for some more runs here to help out the bullpen that has struggled throughout the season. Wysong looks back to second at Doby. Now kicks and deals. Swinging a rocket towards short. Wade Fields flips the second for 1. The relay to first. In time, it's a double play. 6-4-3, and the Braves get out of it after giving up back-to-back 1-out singles. So we're into the 7th inning. Just 3 innings to go. Braves trail by 1. Looking to even it up in the 7th. It's the middle of the order to the plate.
There's been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to train bat speed. You can improve your bat speed and reach your goals working 10 to 15 minutes a day on this a couple of times a week. That's a no-brainer for every player.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
One source has it all. The pros' go-to rental choice for the newest and most reliable equipment for any job. One source that has a team you can rely on, the people and a name you trust, with the tools you need. One source with a location near you and wherever the work takes you. Milton Rents, the right equipment when and where you need it.
Into the final 3 innings here at McKeon Park in what could be the final game of the season for the Bourne Braves. They trail 4-3, but have battled back after starting the game down 4-0. A loss today means the end of the season. This is game 2 of the West Division semifinals, the first round of the Cape League playoffs. A 3-game series. The Hyannis Harbor Hawks won game 1 last night 3-1. And they're looking to stay in the lead here as we're into the latter innings. Bourne sends the middle of the order up, 4-5-6. It's Luke Costello, Sebastian Mexico, and Mark Quattrani facing off against Andrew Wirtz, who's in now to his first full inning of work. He entered with the bases loaded and no outs, forced 3 straight flyouts in the 6th. First time against Luke Costello. Here's the first pitch. It's in for a strike on a fastball.
Luke Costello has had 2 hits this season for the Bourne Braves, both of them doubles. You want to see a little bit more consistency and have it start right now in the biggest of moments. You got to get this lead in your hands.
That last double was for an RBI back in the 5th. Where it's set, here's the 0-1. Swinging a fly ball, foul down the right field line.
To be clear, a small sample size. Costello only playing in his 3rd game today with Bourne. But you really have loved the heights of him, and it's been ultra productive this game.
This is going to be really tough for the Braves to try and score here against Wirtz. He's given up just 5 earned runs in his last 51 innings. Ahead in the count 0-2. Here's the pitch. Fastball called strike 3 at the letters. And Andrew Wirtz has retired the first 4 that he's seen. Devon, it seems like he might be on pace to dominate right now.
I think we're learning too, Adam, that well, Hyannis has had the worst bullpen ERA of the season. They have a couple guys that are just exceptional, including a new pickup in Wirtz that they hadn't shown as much, but he comes in and has just been great.
Sebastian Mexico now in. First pitch, misses outside on a 95-mile-an-hour heater.
Only had 2 2/3 innings before coming into today's game against Bourne. And you have some of these guys, we saw him yesterday too, that Bourne had no answer to. And it's been that way against Wirtz so far.
Mexico 2 for 3 today. The lefty stands in the box and sees the 1-0. That misses low. It's a battle here between 2 guys who spent the first part of the summer with the Valley Blue Sox in the NECBL. Some familiarity here between 2 of the Blue Sox's best players. The kick in the 2-0. Mexico swings and fouls it back. Wirtz got stretched out a lot when he was with the Blue Sox last season. He had a couple really long outings out of the bullpen, went 4 innings multiple times. The pitch, swing and a miss from Mexico, and it's 2-2. We could see Wirtz go a long distance again here. He's working well so far. He did max out at 3 innings this past season in the NECBL Again, after hitting 4 a bunch of times in 2024. A winner go home, anything's on the line. Here's the 2-2. Mexico swings and lifts it into center field. Prince under it, and he makes the catch. The other thing here for Andrew Works, Devon, is if he can continue to get outs at this pace, he's got in 5 outs on just 15 pitches. That's 3 per batter.
Yeah, but we've also seen...
We'll come back out for the bottom of the 7th. Got into a little bit of trouble in the bottom of the 6th, put 2 on with 1 out before forcing an inning-ending double play. Braves trying to tie this game here in the top of the 7th. They trail by 1, 4-3. Andrew Wirtz comes set to send this into the bottom of the 7th. Here's the 0-2. This is outside on a fastball. You can feel the intensity here at McKeon Park. Harbor Hawks fans on their feet down the third base line, trying to slow clap their way into the 7th inning stretch. Wirtz comes set at the belt. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A disgusting breaking ball. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Andrew Wirtz. He retires the first 6 batters that he sees, and it's time to stretch here at McKeon Park. Before we take a break, though, Marty Chevrolet, your dealer for the people, proudly supports the Bourne Braves baseball team. See all our cars and trucks at martychevrolet.com, and go Braves. Are you ready to dominate the diamond and pitch like a pro with the Cape Zone Keith Bildo? Join us at the Capelex, where champions are made. Don't just play the game, own it. Visit the Capelex today and unleash your full potential. Located at 6 Forest Park Drive in Bourne. Find us on Facebook or at thek-plex.com. Elevate your game at the Capelex.
Offering 0% for 60 months on Cat's new lineup of compact track loaders. That's 0% for machines that have been redesigned from the ground up. 0% for new features and big comfort.
Nice cab, heated seat, great machine.
0% for more power and performance.
Picked up a big 4,000-pound block like it was nothing.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's 0 time left.
You can feel the intensity in the air. Game 2 of the first round of the Cape League playoffs, the West Division semifinals. The Hyannis Harbor Hawks lead the Bourne Braves 4-3. The Harbor Hawks just 1 win away from advancing to the West Division finals, something that they have not done in a while. They've been knocked out of the playoffs by the Bourne Braves in each of the last 4 seasons. Dayton LaChance leads things off here in the bottom of the 7th inning, the number 5 hitter. Nate Wysong back out on the bump for the Bourne Braves. He's in now to his 3rd full inning of work. Came in with 2 outs in the 4th. LaChance was the first batter that he saw. Wysong struck him out. The right-hander out of Wake Forest comes into the line. Here's the first pitch. LaChance swings and fouls it off down the 3rd base line. It's 4-3. Harbor Hawks up, and they desperately would love some more insurance here to add on. The man warming up, the right-hander out of UTSA, Connor Kelly. Here's the 0-1 from Wysong. It swung on and missed, a high fastball. Kelly has a 0 ERA in 5 outings this year. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a pop-up straight back out of play. Devon, we've talked about this ad nauseum. Hyannis has the worst bullpen ERA in the league, but they've got studs, and when they can get those studs into the game in a good position, then they're hard to beat.
They've got a lot of studs. It's a lot of the recent additions that haven't really affected that team ERA that has been so bad in the bullpen this year. That's why you see them really ravaging the Bourne Braves right now.
0-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Little foul tip there from the chance. Doesn't matter, though. It's out number 1 at the bottom of the 7th. And there's the 4th strikeout for Nate Wysong.
It's a different approach to bullpen baseball right now for both of these squads. We saw 2 pitchers into the 9th inning for Bourne yesterday before we saw our 3rd and Nate Wysong. And in today's game, we still only have 2 for what's likely possible going into the 8th inning if Wysong finishes out here, and no action in the bullpen right now for Bourne.
First pitch to Jeff Luigi. In for a strike. Nice off-speed right at the letters.
On the other side, we could see our 4th pitcher of the day very soon for Hyannis, and we saw 4 yesterday as well. A lot shorter leash for Mitch Carricker.
Wind in the 0-1. Swinging a foul back off the netting down the third base line, and it's 0-2. Luigi 0 for 3 today. He had the day off yesterday after being one of the top hitters in the regular season for Hyannis, hitting .288, leading the Harbor Hawks in RBIs and triples. Stands in the left-handed batter's box. Here's the wind and the 0-2. Fastball just misses inside. Bourne thought that should have been called strike 3. Luigi lives to see another day. The count 1-2. Harbor Hawks up by 1 here in the bottom of the 7th. Looking to add on to it. Wysong winds and fires the 1-2. Swinging another foul off. In the last inning, Hyannis had their leadoff man go down before back-to-back singles and an inning-ending double play. The Harbor Hawks leadoff men have really struggled throughout this entire game. They haven't had a single leadoff batter reach base, yet still lead by 1. Wysong's pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back Ks to start the bottom of the 7th.
This is why when you asked me last inning, Adam, if I was worried about that control, I'm not. Wysong's just been a different pitcher today. No walks, he's been phenomenal, and the Ks keep tallying up.
He's up to 5 of them here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Now it's Charlie Bates. He's 0 for 2 today, reached on an error his last time up in the 5th. The shortstop stands in the left-handed batter's box. Wysong looks in and comes from the line with the first pitch. Fastball finds the lower part of the zone. Right at the knees, 95 miles an hour, it's 0-1. Wysong likes to work fast. He already gets the ball back, comes into the wind. Here's the pitch. Swinging a chopper towards short. Tough play for Waite. Fields it on a hop, throws to first, and that's down the line. Torres keeps it with him, but Bates reaches on an infield single with 2 outs.
Right fielder for NC State, number 28.
The Harbor Hawks hoping for a 2-out rally here to extend this lead, up by 1 in the bottom of the 7th. Now it's Devon Mitchell. He's 1 for 3 today. His lone hit, a double back in the 2nd. He came in to score after that. That double is one of 2 extra base hits for Hyannis in this game. Wysong from the stretch, throws over to first. Bates back in time on the pickoff move. Connor Kelly's warming up in the bullpen for Hyannis. He hasn't given up an earned run yet this summer. Harbor Hawks 6 outs away from moving on. They're looking to add on to the lead. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Mitchell's 1 for 6 so far this playoffs. He hit just 171 in 15 games in the regular season. Wysong at the belt. Here's the 0-1. Swinging a high fly ball deep towards right center field. Carrying back, Costello calls for it, and the Bourne right fielder makes the catch for out number 3. A 2-out single for Charlie Bates, but he's stranded at first. The Braves have just 6 outs to play with, down by 1, looking to keep their season going. Devon Jarvis will handle the play-by-play for the remainder of the game.
You can make any bat feel lighter by adding a velo puck knob. Instead of having to go get a whole entirely new bat, you can simply add the puck to it. Players can use this with any bat. It's basically going to shift the weight of the bat a little bit more towards the hands. Players are able to hit the ball a lot harder just by simply adding the puck on.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
We're offering 0% for 60 months on CAT's new lineup of compact track loaders. That's 0% for machines that have been redesigned from the ground up. 0% for new features and big comfort.
Nice cab, heated seat, great machine.
0% for more power and performance.
Picked up a big 4,000-pound block.
Hyannis, the momentum all with Bourne. They're looking to get the lead right here, right now in the top of the 8th inning. Jason Torres comes up to the plate, reaching just once today on an E5. But this bottom of the lineup has been productive. In the 5th inning where Bourne scored 3, it was them who started it. Torres led off that inning the same way he leads off here. Wirtz on the mound from the right side, deals. It's a fastball drilled to center field. Back on his horse is Prince. He makes the grab at the wall. A close one had Hyannis' hearts racing.
Maybe a week ago that could have flown out. It's not a very humid day. It's a chilly night. The ball's just not flying today.
By far the hardest hit ball for Bourne today against Andrew Wirtz on the mound. He follows 2 pretty good outings from the first 2 pitchers of the game. Max Stamel went 4 2/3, just 3 runs with 5 Ks. Liam Kinnan went 1/3 of an inning, no earned runs and a K. Stranded the bases loaded, and Wirtz got the job done, getting all 3 outs. He's now into his 3rd inning of work and faces John LeGrande, a lefty battle. He drills it to the left side. Diving is the 3rd baseman, Schaffner. It reaches the gap and into the outfield. The left fielder in Lucy can't get it for a moment, but LeGrande doesn't make the jump towards second. He's planted on first, and Bourne have another base runner on. They haven't had one on since Wirtz came into the game.
Schaffner was playing in with LeGrande at the plate, expecting potentially a bunt for a base hit. And because he was playing in, he just couldn't get to that ball in time. It was hit too fast.
It was 7 up, 7 down since Wirtz came into the game. Most of them shallow flyouts to center field. Riker Waite at the plate, batting lefty, the switch hitter against Wirtz. Pitch gets away from the catcher and LaChance. Fastball low and inside, and LeGrande's into second on the wild pitch. We saw this with Stamel, Adam, but now things unraveling for Andrew Wirtz. With action in the bullpen, he could be getting the call soon.
And you wonder, as we've been talking about, what the leash looks like. You got Connor Kelly in the pen, who has been unbelievable this year, not giving up an earned run in 5 outings.
Looking in his Wirtz, now with a runner in scoring position, Riker Waite could drive a run home and tie the ball game. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out, runner on 2, the pitch comes home. Fastball drilled left side, and it's into the glove of Schaffner.
Oh man, the Braves were really lucky there that no one was covering second base. Understandably, LeGrande took a pretty good secondary lead off the swing, but no one's covering the bag, so he was able to retreat back in time.
Very, very quick. Wirtz looking to get out of this inning. Now 2 outs in the top of the 8th. Bourne down by 1, 4-3 the score. Gavin Kelly at the plate, and he'll be paused for a moment as Mitch Carricker exits the third base dugout and points to the bullpen. Connor Kelly will enter the game in replacement of Andrew Wirtz. Now the 4th pitcher of the day for Hyannis in the 4-3 ball game will step aside.
Cape Cod Healthcare, we're committed to excellence and compassion in everything we do, like helping people maintain their active lifestyles. Our innovative orthopedic program combines advanced techniques and leading-edge technology with highly specialized teams, including our nationally recognized Center of Excellence for Joint Replacement. Our focus is getting you back to doing the things you love, in the place you love.
The Center of Excellence and the quality of care that we can deliver makes all the difference to the patients. They understand that they can get the best care right here on Cape Cod.
hasn't been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to train bat speed. You can improve your bat speed and reach your goals working 10 to 15 minutes a day on this a couple of times a week. That's a no-brainer for every player.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we know there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. Now that's how we all win. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the...
After 2 2/3, Connor Kelly comes into the game in replacement of Andrew Wirtz. Wirtz was phenomenal, put his first 7 down, but started to unravel with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th inning. Bourne are looking to tie or take the lead. Down by 1, 4-3. The home Hyannis Harbor Hawks lead the game as Gavin Kelly comes to the plate with a runner on second base in John LeGrande. He, the tying runner. So far, Kelly has had a productive day. 1 hit and a walk, and he's come around to score just once. He was the first batter that Wirtz saw back in the 6th when Kelly came up with the bases loaded. Now still some in scoring position. LeGrande, a very fast batter, could come home on a hit to the outfield. Outfielders for Hyannis a little bit in as the righty pitcher steps on for the first batter of the day. And he pitches it just inside. Kelly moves his hips to avoid getting hit. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, top of the 8th inning. Bourne has scored 3 runs on 9 hits. Hyannis 4 on 10. John LeGrande got on with a base hit. Connor Kelly looking to clean up the work of Andrew Wirtz. An awkward stance as Kelly comes in. The off-speed is there for a strike. A very close stance for Connor Kelly on the mound. The 6'6" right-hander weighing in at 245 comes from Texas San Antonio and has not yet allowed an earned run in his time with the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. 6 innings total pitch, just 5 games. The 1-1 pitch, fastball over the plate for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Kelly was spectacular for the Roadrunners this past year. Had an opponent batting average of below 200, a whip barely over 1. This is a stud on the mound.
A lot of studs have come out in these last 2 games for Hyannis. They're hoping to get wins in both of them. Bourne on the ropes. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Kelly. Just low. The fastball barely misses by a ball length or 2. Good call by home plate umpire Mike Hinojosa. The Hyannis dugout wanted it, but don't get the call they hoped for. Kelly stands in at the right side of home plate. Square to the home plate he stands. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. Bourne now down to their final 3 outs, and Hyannis has 1 more chance to add insurance before the top of the 9th inning. The last opportunity for the Bourne Braves to come back if they don't want their season to end. Let's step aside here for a short break as we bring things to the bottom of the 8th on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV.
But long as there are stars above you, you never need to doubt it.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
One source has it all. The pros' go-to rental choice for the newest and most reliable equipment for any job. One source that has a team you can rely on, the people and a name you trust, with the tools you need. One source with a location near you and wherever the work takes you. Milton Rents, the right equipment when and where you need it.
You can make any bat feel lighter by adding a velo puck knob. Instead of having to go get a whole entirely new bat, you can simply add the puck to it Players can use this with any bat. It's basically going to shift the weight of the bat a little bit more towards the hands. Players are able to hit the ball a lot harder just by simply adding the puck on.
Bottom of the 8th inning, and Hyannis get one more chance to add to their total. Ospreys flying all over the field. The true mascot of the Hyannis Harborhawks as Wysong continues his day in relief. It's Jake Schaffner at the plate as he takes a first pitch strike. Wysong right now with 5 strikeouts has as many strikeouts as any Bourne pitcher has had in relief all season long. He matches Joey Colucci's 3-inning stint on July 6th. Swing and a foul ball back. Schaffner's down in the count with no balls and 2 strikes, no outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Harborhawks up 4-3, just that 1-run lead. Won't be comfortable going into the 9th. They'll look to add a few. Wysong only the second pitcher of the day for Bourne, as the 0-2 is a fastball there for strike 3. K number 6 on the day. No relief pitcher has had more strikeouts this season for the Bourne Braves than Nate Wysong.
He's doing all that he can to try and keep his team in this. Wysong, a guy who's been here since day one. That's rare for pitchers, and he is giving it his all right now.
Just an exceptional outing today. Typically a starter, had held that role for his last 3 appearances, but is doing it all in relief right now. Bourne will now face the top of the order, Owen Prince. The first pitch inside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Bourne have threatened quite a few times these last few innings. A runner on second in the top of the 8th for them. Could not bring it around. As Prince grounds one sharply to the right side. Dives Jason Torres. The throw to first in time, and he steps on the bag there too. The best defensive play we've seen from Jason Torres all season long, and he does it in the biggest of moments.
Just unbelievable there. First off with the dive to bring it in, and then shout out to Nate Wysong getting there in time and covering. That's one of the tougher plays for a pitcher to cover and get to first, and he gets it done perfectly.
Just barely steps on the bag in time. 2 outs now. Bourne with 1 more out bring their bats out for what could be the final time of the season unless they keep the game going. Jace Doby at the plate. The first pitch, a strike in the bottom of the zone. Excellent start for Wysong. He's looked exceptional today and have just been drilling it so far. 4 innings pitched, he's in. Here's the 0-1. Another fastball and another strike. The starter in Folger Boaz went 3 2/3. Wysong right now longer than him. The 0-2 with 2 outs. Rides up and inside. The fastball at 94 misses. Bourne have a lot of momentum right now. Have been able to bring runners on for 4 of the last 5 innings. Each of them with runners in scoring position. Soft grounder, second base. Kelly to first. It's there, out 3. And the Bourne Braves have 1 more chance. We bring things to the top of the 9th inning. The score 4-3 in favor of the Harborhawks. And Bourne will bring out the top of their order. Ryan Cooney, Cal Sepsic, Luke Costello, 2, 3, 4. Find out if the Braves can do it on the other side of this break on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV.
The first thing I met was a fly with a buzz.
Song than that.
We're offering 0% for 60 months on CAT's new lineup of compact track loaders. That's 0% for machines that have been redesigned from the ground up. 0% for new features and big comfort.
Nice cab, heated seat, great machine.
0% for more power and performance.
Picked up a big 4,000-pound block like it was nothing.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's 0 time left.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financing journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Top of the ninth inning in the season for the Bourne Braves comes down to this. Ryan Cooney leads things off. He is the tying run if he were to come around and score. Hyannis up 4-3 at their home park, McKeon Park. On the mound, Connor Kelly. He looked great to start, a strikeout in the only batter he saw. Cooney at the plate, sets in. Righty on righty battle the first pitch. A fastball. Sefcik and Luke Costello. Both of those came back in the 3-run inning for the Bourne Braves in the top of the 5th. Kelly, a close stance on the mound. The pitch is cracked slowly to the left side. Hard play for Schaffner. Moves in, throws to first. Stretching is Doby. He's off the bag, and Cooney is safe. Great hustle from Cooney. Made Schaffner's throw tough. And the Bourne Braves have the tying runner on first.
And again, Mitch Carricker is on his way out of the dugout. He thought that the first baseman, Doby, kept his back foot on the bag. Really tough play, good stretch. And now the umpires are going to talk about this. There's a chance that Hinojosa at home maybe could have had the better angle on this. I thought it in the moment that Doby kept his foot on the bag. I wouldn't be shocked if this is overturned.
That's what it looked like from me as well, Adam. Ryan Cooney may have gotten away with one, and he is safe. A change earlier in left field. Jeff Lugie came out of the game for Parker Brocious. So the outfield now left to right, Brocious, Prince, and Mitchell. Sefcik now at the plate, an RBI already this game. Cooney needs 270 feet to come around and tie. Nobody in the bullpen for Hyannis. They're trusting Kelly to finish this game. Here's the first pitch to Cal Sefcik, the right-handed batter. Breaking ball just upstairs. It's a ball.
And by the way, they did call that a throwing error on the third baseman, Jake Schaffner.
An E5, that's not the first of this game. Walk. And has a double back in the 5th inning that brought home a run. 4-3 the score in favor of Hyannis. Bourne looking to take the lead. A runner 180 feet away in Ryan Cooney. Out of the stretch, Kelly pitches. A strike on the inside edge of the plate at 94 miles per hour. This still not going to be easy for Bourne, Adam. A lot of work to do.
Definitely not going to be easy at all. Kelly is very comfortable in these situations. In trouble, best relievers always are.
No balls, 1 strike. Kelly looks in and delivers. It's a fastball again, and it's a strike again.
Can't leave the bat on your shoulders. Those are 2 pitches almost down the middle. Costello's already struck out looking twice today.
Don't want to make it 3. Struck out twice yesterday as well to Hyannis. He's square to the plate and set for the 0-2 pitch from Kelly. Look towards second. Now come home. The pitch. There for strike 3. Costello down on strikes for the 3rd time today looking. And Hyannis are 2 outs away from a spot in the West Division Championship. This broadcast is a copyrighted production of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Any unauthorized duplication, retransmission, or other use is strictly prohibited. At the 2nd strikeout of the day for Kelly, he now faces a left-handed batter in Sebastian Mexico. No balls, no strikes. The first pitch, a fastball. Check swing from Mexico. Doesn't come around, but a strike called nonetheless. The lefty batter has had 2 hits today. One of them a bunt, the other one a hard grounder to left field. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball swing, and it's a foul ball way back. And down in the count is Mexico once again. Bourne have just 2 outs to work with if they want to keep this game going. Cal Sefcik on first base, Ryan Cooney on second. Looking in is Connor Kelly. Set at his belt. ready for the pitch. Looks at second, now comes home. Sebastian Mexico fouls it straight down. Stays alive, still an 0-2 count. Bourne have threatened in many innings so far. Every inning they've left at least a runner on base. There's been at least one in scoring position, including last inning where LeGrande was stranded. Mexico has 4 RBIs on the season for Bourne. Really would love one right now. The 0-2. Upstairs for ball 1. That fastball got away from Connor Kelly.
Good job by LaChance to realize it right away behind home plate. Come up and make sure that didn't get past him. Last thing you can do here is allow a wild pitch for pass ball.
It was LeGrande who got to second base on an Andrew Wirtz wild pitch an inning ago. Connor Kelly misses again. Count now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out in the top of the 9th inning. 10 hits for each side, but Hyannis with 1 more run, 4-3. Kelly looks sick. A productive at bat for Sebastian Mexico, advancing the runner to third. Now base runners on the corners for the Bourne Braves, but it could be the final batter with 2 outs on the board.
And that was another one where if this is a bit more of a humid day, a hotter day, that's probably out of here. Ball's just not flying today. And now I like this mound visit here from Mitch Carricker just to try and calm down Connor Kelly. Carricker 1 out away from his first playoff series win as the manager of the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. Hyannis has been knocked out by Bourne 3 years in a row in the playoffs. Could end that here.
Bourne went down with the K 11 times yesterday, 10 times today. Not something typical for them, but Hyannis pitching staff has just done a phenomenal job. Only 3 runs, that from their starter. The 3 relievers since have not let one come home, but Bourne has certainly made it a challenge. Mitch Carricker heads back to the third base dugout, and the Hyannis fans on their feet. Bourne almost wanted to cover the Bourne fans almost wanting to cover their eyes in nervousness. Bourne have 1 more out to work with. They don't get it done here, and the season over. The defending West Division champions are trying to keep their season alive. Ryan Cooney on third, 90 feet away on first base, Cal Sefcik. Sefcik, the game-leading runner. At the plate, Mark Quattrani. It's not been his day so far. He swings and misses at the first from Kelly.
Way behind on that one. Fastball upstairs. Kelly blew it right by him.
Mark Quattrani at the plate has reached just on a fielder's choice, but he's been struck out his last 2 times. Other than that, a pop out to right field. He calls time and steps in. Kelly on the mound, still out of the stretch, has a no ball, 1 strike count. Here's the 0-1. It's across the plate for a strike as Sefcik steals second base. No throw from LaChance, just playing it safe. Now 2 in scoring position with an 0-2 count after Quattrani watched it by. Quattrani has 1 more strike. Hyannis could strike out and go to the West Division Championship here. The 0-2 pitch just misses outside. Hyannis thought they had it. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 9th inning, Hyannis up 4-3. On second base, Sefcik. On third base, Cooney. In a 1-2 count. 1 more pitch and it's over for Hyannis. Here's Kelly. Drilled left field. Back on it, the left fielder, Brocious. It drops before the wall. Cooney scores. Sefcik from third. Around, touches home. And the Bourne Braves have the lead. Hyannis back in their chairs. Bourne standing and cheering. It's back for Bourne. Mark Quattrani, the hero of the ball game, a 2 RBI double, and the Bourne Braves on top in the 9th inning.
Just unbelievable. 103 off the bat. over the left fielder's head. Braves were down to their final strike, but they're still alive.
Kelly's still on the mound. Jason Torres takes strike one. It's an 0-1 count with 2 outs. Torres still has a runner in scoring position. He could bring another one home for Bourne to add insurance going into the bottom of the 9th for Hyannis. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Kelly. Way up and in. That one hit off Torres, and he's on his way to first base. Just barely caught his hand. Runners on 1 and 2 now for Bourne. And the Braves with the lead are looking to keep this inning going. Top of the 9th inning. It's a 5-4 ball game in favor of Bourne. They took the lead just 2 at-bats ago with Mark Quattrani. John LeGrande now at the plate. He got stranded at second base last inning, and can bring another run home for Bourne with a hit. He takes the first pitch over the zone. It's a strike.
This game is nowhere near over. If you're Bourne, you need some more runs here. You need some insurance to add on. This has been a chaotic baseball game so far. Up by just 1, you're nowhere close to comfortable.
Scott Lander's going to call a meeting of his batters, including the man in the on-deck circle in Riker Waite. It's Quattrani, Torres, Jeff Lemoncelli, the batter in LeGrande, as well as Riker Waite. And Scott Landers gives them the message they need. Bourne has been in positions like this before. They've been on the ropes. And they're trying to do it here. They've had 3 ninth-inning victories or extra inning victories this season. 2 against Catuit, 1 against Orleans. And John LeGrande will look to do it right here and add some insurance. Let's go Braves all around from the away side. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Kelly. Chopped grounder up the first base line as it dribbles foul toward the dugout. Just amazing. The midseason pickup of Mark Quattrani this season has come full circle for Bourne, been so effective. He leads this team in RBIs with 19. No balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs in top 9. And LeGrande calls time. Kelly still threw the pitch. LeGrande got it off just in time. A fraction of a second late, and that could have been strike 3. There's not been a grittier player for this Bourne Braves team than John LeGrande. He's faced so much adversity, a lot of injuries. And Bourne have loved his presence. Mark Quattrani on second base, Jason Torres on first. Hyannis just looking to get out of the 9th inning. The 0-2 pitch from Kelly. Foul back. LeGrande stays alive. Just was under it. John LeGrande has 16 RBIs. This game has reached 3 times already. On a sprained ankle, the designated hitter is 3 for 4, looking to make it 4 for 5. An 0-2 pitch again. Swing and a miss, strike 3. But it doesn't matter. Bourne have the lead. Nothing big.
Orthopedic program combines advanced techniques and leading-edge technology.
Bottom of the ninth inning, Bourne Braves have 3 outs to close the game. Nate Wysong, deep into his 4th inning of work, will begin this 9th inning against the middle of this order for Hyannis. Ryan McKay has been the best batter for Hyannis all season long. He has 2 hits today and will begin things. Gabe Camacho and Dayton LaChance behind him. But Hyannis, after giving up 2 runs in the top of the 9th inning, need at least 1 here to force extras. The best inning of the day for Bourne in the top of this inning. And it's Nate Wysong who needs to defend it. Bourne have action in the bullpen in case the closer needs to come out. The first pitch from Wysong. Fastball drilled way high left center field. Shifting to his right is Sebastian Mexico. He makes the grab, and that's out 1. McKay swings at the first pitch, and now it's the cleanup man, Gabe Camacho, who needs to keep it alive for the Hyannis Arborhawks. It's been a stellar outing for Wysong all game. Through 4 2/3, just 3 hits, no earned runs, no walks, and 6 Ks. The first pitch, fastball dead over Broadway for strike 1. He's still pounding the zone. That changeup rather at 86 miles per hour. In the line, the 0-1, also there for a strike. Down at 93, it's an 0-2 count. Nate Wysong moving at stellar speeds right now. He's been exquisite. The lead with 1 for Bourne. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 3. His 7th strikeout on the day. Incredible. And Scott Landers will come out onto the mound to greet Wysong. It was Packy Bradley Cooney warming up for Bourne. Bradley Cooney has been their closer all season long. With Cooney just warming up right now, you imagine he just wants to give him a little bit more time. Wysong, only a few words spoken to Landers as the field manager for Bourne goes back to the dugout. Bourne have been held in this game by Nate Wysong, and they were given the lead by Mark Quattrani. Undoubtedly the 2 most valuable players so far. Let's see if Nate Wysong can hold that title and win the game for Bourne. 5-4 the lead. Dayton LaChance at the plate. There's not been a better batter for Hyannis against this Bourne team all season long. The first pitch from Wysong. Swing and a miss on the outside fastball, up at 95 miles per hour. That's in the upper range of miles per hour fastballs we've seen all day from Wysong.
LaChance swinging for the fences there. He wants to even this with 1 swing of the bat.
He's gone down his last 2 on strikeouts, both from Wysong. Out of the stretch, the Wake Forest pitcher works and deals. That one misses low. Wysong came in against Dayton LaChance back in the 4th inning. Since then has only allowed 4 base runners. The 1-1. Fastball fouled off. And Hyannis down to their final strike of the ball game. With a strike, we go back to Doran Park tomorrow. Otherwise, if it's not an out, the game stays alive for Hyannis. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A really deep breath for Wysong on the mound. Here's the 1-2 pitch. It gets by just inside of the zone. And the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bourne has not had a relief appearance like this all season long. If you combine the magnitude of the moment and the innings so far from the hurler. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. You're not done yet, Bourne. Wysong, 5 1/3 pitched. An incredible outing, and the Bourne Braves win 5-4. Unbelievable.
It's just insane. Braves were down to their final strike of the season against a guy who hadn't given up an earned run all year. And Mark Quattrani, it's a 2 RBI double to take the lead. And then Nate Wysong finishes a 5 1/3 inning outing out of the bullpen where he doesn't give up any runs. He entered the game with his team down 4-0 and exits with his team winning at 5-4. Just flat out incredible. It's one of the best baseball games you'll ever see.
Up and down, Hyannis had it to start until the 5th inning where Bourne made it 1 run. No runs for either side until the top of the 9th where a Mark Quattrani 2 RBI double gave Bourne the lead. Harbor Hawks.
Holy.